Hello, everyone. Welcome to another week of GDQ Hotfix Speedruns. This is the show Game Over. I am your host of Game Over, Regal. Game Over is a show where we like to put on speedruns of games that are either known for their high level of difficulty or games that are being played on a higher difficulty level than normal, sometimes with a extra player-induced challenge on top of it just to make things interesting. Tonight, we have two runs from two pretty different games. The first one will be a Super Mario Odyssey run done on Kaizo mode. It's going to be a Kaizo mode mod, so an extra difficult version of the game. That's going to be run by Cheese J. That's our first run up. And then after that, we're going to have a Halo Infinite any percent run on Legendary by Distro. So make sure you stick around for the Halo Infinite run later. But first, we're going to have the Super Mario Odyssey run by Cheese J. Cheese J, do you want to go ahead and take it away for us and explain what we're going to be doing tonight?
Okay, hello. My name is Cheese J, and today I'm going to be running Super Mario Odyssey Kaizo mode. And what this run entails is it's pretty similar vibes to like a regular any percent run of this game. But a lot of the moons are a lot harder, and there's some portions of the game that can really hard lock me, and we'll get into that as we get to them. But for now, we'll just start the run here. I'm going to start on the time and date screen, and then we'll hop into the game, and I'll give a countdown from 5, and we'll start on go here. Right. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
I forgot I had to wait for that load there. I almost butchered that countdown.
That's okay. A little bit early. It's all right.
Okay. Thank you for the good luck, everyone. Thank you for the good luck. Okay, so the first thing you're going to see here is I'm going to be doing a spin pound into a roll boost, and that's just like the fastest movement tech. Spinning the stick twice, and then doing a ground pound input to save a couple of frames on the regular ground pound animation, and then shaking the controller while holding crouch to roll, just the fastest movement tech. And the first little bit of Cap Kingdom here is pretty textbook, pretty similar, but we'll get into the first change here in like the first minute of the run. I should also mention I'm running on version 1.0 of the game because that's just the easiest version to mod, and I'm on a Switch 1, so I'm on the slowest version of the game, and I just killed Mario. Great start, it's fine. That's like a 20-second time loss, who cares? We'll try that again. I think that's one of the first times I've ever done that in a marathon setting. Died on that bridge, that's crazy. Okay. Okay, here's the first change coming up right here. There's no lever for this bridge, so I gotta roll off this edge and land on a couple signs.
Interesting. See, this is what I am wanting to see, like all of the little differences here on this Kaizo mode.
And then typically there's a frog here you like to capture, but he doesn't exist. He's dead.
Yeah.
So we gotta platform without him.
I am like
pretty well. Oh,
going into this. I'm just saying I'm going into this super blind, so I'm not really sure like how ridiculous some of these stars are going to be, or moons, I should say. But this already looks pretty difficult.
Yeah. And I'm doing a trick nose left side. This has been in the game since like the dawn of it. Let me just set that up again. Perfect.
Nice.
And now Topper is a little bit more difficult because there's some spinies here, you might notice. But I can pop his head just like that, and then I can hold Cappy out and pop him just like that. And all things considered, other than that one death, that was like a pretty clean cap. So I made up a lot of the time I lost there.
You got to get your first like time loss out off the bat just to like break up the nerves, you know what I mean? Just like get hit by the game. Like, okay, yeah. We're ready to do
that dive. I take that dive over that railing on that first bridge a little bit more risky than I really should.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
We like to see that.
But now we're in Cascade.
It's like legally required for you to get a game over while doing a run on game over.
Exactly. Except that doesn't exist in this game, unfortunately.
Sure. As close as you can get.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to be doing a trick known as first moon skip because I am on the first version of the game, version 1.0. So I'm going to come over to this rock. I'm going to backflip. I'm going to throw Cappy right there. That should work. No, that won't work. Let me set that up one more time. There is a slightly faster alternative to this trick I could be doing, but I really struggled with it, and I'm struggling with this method now too, so I'm thinking, whatever. Give me a second. That angle should work. Yeah, that's it.
Ooh,
there we go.
Really cool. That's pretty sweet.
Okay, yeah. There is an alternative where you can go in the water and do that trick, but it's really precise for the water variant, and that one I can just kind of take my time and set up more easily. So,
as someone that isn't, I don't usually do speedruns of like movement heavy games like this. It always like, I wish I would, because some of this stuff is so cool and looks so satisfying to pull off.
And now we're into Madame Brood. This is the first, I guess the second boss of the game, the first real boss. Chopper's a joke, even with the extra difficulty from the Spinies. I'm going to be sandwiching the chop between Mario and Cappy there, and then flinging immediately. And it's important I get some coins in this fight for Moon and Sand Kingdom. And with that, we are done with Madame Brood, and we have 2 more quick moves to grab here in Cascade, and then Sand is where the run really begins.
Yeah. This is someone in chat saying this is certainly not a menus game. That is very true.
Somehow you're ahead of my standard any percent. That's crazy. Also, like I said earlier, I am on version 1.0 of the game on a Switch modded Switch 1.
Okay.
Which is the only version of the game you can... I mean, you can mod 1.3 as well, but it's a little bit harder. But yeah, version 1.0 is the most commonly modded version of the game. And because of that, I'm on the slowest version of the game, so all my loads are going to be terribly slow. So I'm losing quite a bit of time to loads in this version of the game.
Interesting. How much would you estimate might be like a time loss to loads?
With the mods enabled, probably like a minute and a half throughout the entire run. It's a lot over a Switch 2.
Yeah, that is a good chunk for like just loads.
Yeah, I mean, mods make the game load slower on the time.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
And the Switch 1 is just not a very optimized console as it is.
So you say the next area is where it really starts.
Yeah, these are like the first 2 tutorial type kingdoms, and as you saw there, it's true in Kaizo as well. They're not very hard. This mod has a really good job of difficulty scaling, so the further we get in the run, the harder it'll become.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And this is where the collectathon will begin as well. Also, you'll probably notice here that I'm on English instead of simplified Chinese or traditional Chinese, which are like pretty much equal. And that's just because this mod only loads in English. The mod creators only made an English text file. So if you boot the game up in any other language, it'll just crash. So this is also the slowest language on top of the slowest loads. Lots of text mashing. But now we get to start Sand. And the mod creators are little trolls. And the first one you're going to see me grab here is this Rumble Room pipe. And they switched it around. There's a Rumble Room moon also in Seaside. That's like identical to this. And they just swap the locations of the moon. So this spawn location here would be the Seaside location in vanilla. And out of this pipe, I'm on a bird cycle. So I got to go. Oh, okay, I missed the bird cycle. Mario just didn't pick up the seed. Where did that seed go? Okay, oh, I despawned it. Okay, that's weird. I off-screened it completely. Okay, there's a backup I can do. That's fine. That bird's long gone, though. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna grab this moon around back. And the reason I started on the time and date screen at the start is because you're gonna see that seed's growing right now immediately. And I'm going to grab it here after slots.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I was wondering if that was important.
And it's because we set it up so while we're doing the run, daylight savings kicks in and it skips an hour. So the seed, which usually takes an hour to grow, or it usually takes 20 minutes to grow, disappears instantly.
That is amazing, actually. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the old speedrunning joke? Like if you do a run on daylight savings time, you actually like save time.
Oh, come on.
I guess it's true.
There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of speedrunners now that this trick's been discovered, like to do a yearly daylight savings time run and see if they can make it work without doing the clock minute at the start. Funny. Just raw, real time.
I love that.
Cheeky little up throw there to get up, bounce him to the moon.
Jay, do you think this would be a good time to get an announcement in while you're rolling
Go
around
for it. Yeah, I'm just kind of grinding out easy moons here.
Gotcha. All right. So if you're looking to get more involved with the GDQ community, you can join the official Games Done Quick Discord and add the Hotfix role to stay in the loop on upcoming events, chat with staff, and more. Use !Discord in Twitch chat for an invite and more info. Also, you can catch up on past Hotfix shows, special events, and GDQ marathons over on youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with GDQ. And back to you, Jay.
Okay, cool. Now we're going to go up to a pillar moon here. I'm still kind of just grinding out moons here, but there is a pretty cool trick coming up right after this moon, known as Sphinx Clip, or after the next moon, rather.
Yeah, I think I'm familiar with that one.
Yeah, because I'm running on version 1.0 of the game, I can do a bunch of 1.0 specific tricks that aren't used in present-day runs because they've been patched out. So after I grab this moon here, I'm going to do Sphinx Clip. Now, there is another clip you could do called Platform Clip, where you grab this moon and the Sphinx moon like out of bounds, or the Sphinx Scream out of bounds, but because that moon is mid-air, grabbing that moon out of bounds is a lot harder, so I just opt not to. And I opt to do this clip instead. There we go.
Yeah, nice.
Which is done by doing a backflip and then a roll cancel.
Whoa, okay.
Essentially just rolling and then throwing copy to cancel the roll and get like max speed and clip through the wall. And then this moon's a little bit scary here on the edge.
Ooh, okay. Just hanging out in the middle of nowhere.
I forgot to get the bird. Oh,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I have a backup. There's a backup I can grab here for not much time loss. I can't believe I forgot that. I just missed it completely. I was so thrown off by that seed. There's a backup for like minimal time loss.
Well, we also got to talking about like daylight savings time and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering why it was a moon down here. Okay, so typically those invisible platforms are used to like platform throughout this room, but in this version of the mod there isn't any. And this next jump I'm about to do here is pixel tight because the devs are evil. Right here, you're not gonna be able to see, but there is an invisible roof right there I'm sliding under that is like really pixel tight to get that to work.
Nice.
And then I need to make it here and then leave to get my backup. I should mention, I forgot to mention earlier, but the people that made this mod, SMO Joy-Con and Red Slay 9, they spent a very long time working on this mod, and this mod changes all 880 moons in the game. So it's a full remaster of this game, essentially. Very, very cool.
That is a lot of work.
Yeah, it was for sure. Also, this is the backup moon right here. Nice and free.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep, and now we're on to Lake. And Lake is a pretty quick and easy split. There's one tricky boss at the end, but that's about it. There's a lot of... So the way the kingdoms kind of work in this game is some of the kingdoms are really long, like stand and have 2 bosses, which I skipped over both, but... and then some of the kingdoms are shorter, like Lake, and only have 1 boss for the whole level, and Lake is one of the shorter ones coming up. So... sometimes the split takes me like 7 minutes, and then this next one is going to take me like 3.
That is pretty quick.
And then Wooded after Lake is actually really, really cool. There's a lot of really cool tech in Wooded. Yeah, I actually ran that for Patel's. That's called Superstar Mode. That's a different Kaza mod. It was kind of like an abandoned project. This is a fully remastered version of the game, though. Superstar Mode was a work in progress mod that never got finished.
So there's like
that was also
really big modding scene for this game, right?
Yeah. There's tons of really cool mods for this game.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna grab this fish, and then we're just gonna grab some quick moons here. One of which is Dory Back Rider. Now you might say, Jay, this moon is not changed, but I will tell you that Dory's swimming pattern here is different from the vanilla game, so that is the change. Not really any more difficult, but it is a change nonetheless. Also, this room I just damage boosted every time. There is a bajillion P-Wade here combos. And now we get to fight Rango, which is significantly more difficult in this version of the mod. Hopefully I can nail Rango first try here. There we go. Okay, so you're gonna notice there's 4 spike bars here. So I gotta try to dodge Rango and the spike bars here.
Jeez.
That's fine. I'm just gonna let him do his thing here, as long as I keep him on the back wall. Oh, okay, that was a mistake. I was a little bit too slow there for what I wanted to do. I'll be fine though. There we go. I can kind of just click through his hat there to pop him real fast. And with that, we're done with like, as long as I don't die to these spark bars after the fight.
Yeah, this looks intense. I guess you just hang out on the edges though with the...
Yeah, there's
don't
safe
quite
spots.
reach you.
Yeah, that edge closest to the checkpoint is completely safe. So I kind of just bait him over there, and then I'm safe.
It's interesting. I'm trying to just like spot like all the little differences, and some of them are very obvious. So,
yeah.
Someone's like, "Oh, that is like very different."
Yeah, what is going to be completely different? You're going to notice pretty much every single minute has changed.
All right, so head into Wooded now. I think we're done with the water place. All right, that was a quick one. You're right. That was quick.
Yeah, in and out. A lot of the... There's not really too many ways to make like much slower or harder. Like you saw, a lot of the moons were just still gimmies.
Yeah.
The
really
boss
quick
fight.
ones.
And that's kind of another thing I really like about this mod is that a lot of the moons are much harder, but there are still a lot of moons that are gimmies that are... So it feels very similar to the vanilla game in that way.
And now, so it's been a while since I've played this game casually. I believe like you need to get a certain amount of moons to like fill up your ship to advance to the next level is how the progression works. Yeah,
those gray moons you see at the top left of your screen. I have to fill those up.
Yeah. Gotcha. Right.
Also, a cheeky little trick jump there at the start. That tree is very hard to land on. It's very small. And then I'm nipping the bunny here so I can roll right into him. If I don't roll into the bunny there, it's pretty much game over. And I can't grab him because he hops really fast. I think it's the Moon Kingdom bunny just in Wooded, so it's really hard to grab. I believe that bunny has moon gravity. And then there's another moon that's just a gimme. I just have to talk to the shopkeeper and get the moon.
So yeah, that's what you were saying earlier, like coin routing is like, something to consider.
Yeah, because on version 1.2 and beyond of the game, we have the coin hearts, which are Luigi, little pixel Luigis that spawn whenever you ground pound specific spots. That give 200 coins each, but because I'm on version 1.0 of the game, I don't have those. So I just have to grab raw vanilla coins to make sure I have enough for the whole run, but I believe I already do. That Sphinx room does a really good job of just getting me prepared for the whole run. Sand is a really good level in terms of coins. Okay, I can't see anything here. Okay, that's fine. I have to ground pound this block anyway for the next piece of movement, so that's not really a big deal. Yeah, the annoying part of this one is it's just blind. Okay, I'm setting up a trick jump here, setting up a vault. Barely made that. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. And that's just the fastest way of getting up to that little platform there, that little ledge. And then there's another nut right here. And this is like a pseudo 2D section, so I can only move left one right here. And then I'm doing another trick jump. This one is much harder than the one I just did, though. That works. Perfect.
That's cool.
Yeah, that jump's really tight because it's another piece of blind movement.
This is a cool level.
Yeah, you can climb that ramp just by spamming jumps. That's done in vanilla any percent. And then I'm doing a jump around this corner here to grab another nut. You'll notice that Woody is just like exclusively nut moons.
Yeah, he's just hanging out there, man.
And a lot of this level is... Yeah, a lot of this level is very scary because if I fall at any point, I'm losing big time.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's just all like acrobatic type jumps here. Oh my gosh, I didn't like what the camera was doing to me there.
Like every jump, you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's at any point I could fall in like a full minute.
Well, they're like really tight and very precarious.
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Nice.
Still not done. Another tricky jump coming up right here, one after the other. This is known as Flower Road Skip. Nice. And then another jump right here. This one's not as bad because I can kind of just land on this platform. What it is probably far one of the scariest games in this whole run just because there's so many scary jumps back to back to back to back.
Really cool, though. But I could certainly see how it would go wrong. Absolutely.
Oh my god. Okay.
Every jump, just like, oh my god. I love that.
Yeah, because I've messed up just about every jump in a run at some point. So
I'm sure.
Now this part I can breathe a sigh of relief, but this is actually fun movement and not scary because what we're doing here is climbing this tower without the uproot. So I just get to do fun movement here. This is one of my favorite parts of the whole run, actually, is this little tower portion. So fun just to do this platforming without the uproot.
It's not as fun for me because there's no threat.
Now you might be wondering how I'm able to grab this moon without the uproot because usually it's almost impossible with just Mario, but the devs actually lowered that moon down a bit.
Oh, really?
So it's really easy to grab. I would not be... In vanilla, you cannot grab that with just a spin bound. It's just impossible. I'm gonna bonk this guy's head to keep my momentum and don't get the fall stun.
That's cool.
And then those platforms fall immediately. That works. Okay. Jump around this. Okay, and then I'm gonna play that save for a little bit. And now we're into the final sub area. And you know how I said the last sub area portion was really fun? This one sucks. I hate it.
Okay.
They took this really fun sub area and butchered it. Yeah, it's moon gravity with no cappy, with really fast and rising and sinking water. Like there's no way of speeding this room up essentially. This room just is a slog and a pain and not fun. They butchered the sub area. This one's bad. I say that every time I get here. It's so annoying. Oh my god, please don't die. Okay, I'm gonna place a little bit safe. I'll make this. There we go.
Nice.
That was a really good one in.
Yeah.
That went really well.
That was cool. That was amazing, actually.
Yeah, that was
Very impressive. Very impressive. I like how, like this has been designed in a way that just creates like these interesting levels for speedrunning.
Yeah, but what it is really cool in this mod because there's just so much trick jumping all the way through. but as a runner, it is so scary.
That was very impressive.
Yeah. I was less than 10 seconds off my gold there. That was good.
Nice. Nice.
Pretty much nothing went wrong there.
All right, what next? What do we have next? Metro? Okay.
Nope.
No? Sorry,
No,
it's been
this
a
is-
while since I played this game. I don't remember the progression super well.
Okay, so the lore here is we're going to have a run-in with Bowser in the air. And we're going to get sidetracked over to Cloud Kingdom and then lost. Thank you for the GG, what a damn.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
Yep, here we are in Cloud. And this boss fight is very similar to Vanilla because there's a kind of like a cheese manip you can do to make it the same as Vanilla. You'll notice that Bowser is going to spawn in on these clouds in the air here. So the game wants you to fight Bowser like mid-air, hop on the clouds and hop up to him, but he's going to hop down to me here immediately. Oh, don't hop away. That's fine. And then what I can do is if I just simply roll to the middle of the arena right here, that should do it. He'll just hop down to the ground every time, and I don't have to even deal with the mid-air acrobatics. I can just play Vanilla now. And that right there is just a trick known as fast hats. If I just get above the hat and cap throw, I can grab it instantly. Yep, see? Simple as. Just walk to the middle of the arena and he plays as Vanilla. You can skip the entire new shenanigans they added. It is nice having a kingdom that is pretty much Vanilla in a mod like this that I can just kind of breeze by without
A little
second
bit
thought.
of a breather, a little bit of a break.
Yeah. Yeah, as much as I like these chasm mods and levels, it is nice to have a stage or two in the run that's just Vanilla.
I think that's a good thing. Like having
Yeah.
a little bit of like a breather, downtime, and an intense speed run is always nice to have.
And now we're in Lost, and Lost is another really cool level. A lot of the moons are really fast here. And I'm going to start the kingdom by doing... Oh, let me go over here. I screwed that up. I'm going to start the kingdom by doing a trick known as Meme Tree. Oh my gosh, I screwed this up. There we go, that'll work. Not a big deal. Good backup. And the reason I did that is just because there is a little... Typically in Vanilla, there's a bird that likes to steal my hat named Klepto. But in this version of the mod, they were nice enough to remove them. But still going that way is fastest. Okay. I always have to remember to press B to jump there instead of A, because if I press A, I'm going to talk to Talkatoo there. And I've done that in runs before and lost time. This cave guarding moon is really cool. It looks vanilla, but wide eagle-eye viewers will notice that there's a missing flower there, and the missing flower is right here. So I have to hit all the flowers and then speed my way across the kingdom to get that last flower. I think it's really cool having to do that platforming. I screwed up this triple jump. That's fine, though. I can do a vault. There we go. Okay, that's fine. And if I die at any point, I'm losing big time, so I gotta be really careful. And the reason I even jump out there is so I can use that slingshot to get up to the top of the level really easily. Little cheese there from Vanilla. If you go in first person, the butterfly will respawn right on top of you. And luckily I didn't die, so the whole time I was doing this, I spawned this moon, and I can come back for it. I didn't like that. I had no speed.
Still some cool movement here, for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to focus. This last moon's pretty difficult. And that movement, it particularly is scary because I'm never on the same cycle twice. Pretty much I just kind of have to react where that moving platform is.
I see.
This last moon is annoying, but I got it. Okay.
Nice.
I am a 3D platformer, not a 2D one, so stuff like that is scary. Being forced to go back to 2D platforming. And there's a little cool little setup I can do here. I can throw Cappy, grab this moon, and then shake the controller, and Mario will teleport to the Odyssey. Just like that.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that optimization.
Yeah, not bad lost, all things considered.
Okay.
Just like vanilla, a lot of the moons are really, really fast and lost. My PB is a 133, Dan. I got it in the last GDQ Hotfix I did for this category.
What's up next?
Metro.
Okay.
Night Metro specifically.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start Night Metro with a jump you may remember from pretty much the first month of this game. It was probably all over. It was all over YouTube, known as the impossible jump. We're gonna skip the wire, which exists but isn't useful in this case, to get down to the mainland. And we're gonna do it with a little fancy triple jump off the fence there. Well, I hopped on the scooter by accident. I jumped too far there. Oh my gosh, leave me alone, please. There we go. Enrico, you mentioned that you like only up type climbs, right?
Yeah. I'm excited to see that.
Well, luckily for you, we have one in this stage as well.
Nice, cool.
Unluckily for me, though. This one's not bad, though. This one's pretty easy. What I'm doing right here is known as left trail. Just climbing the left side of the kingdom to get up top. I got lucky there. Those flies can be a huge pain while I'm doing that backflip up.
Only up. Let's go.
Right here, in this room right here. I have to climb to the top without falling. And this is sort of the warm-up for later.
Yeah,
if you know anything about Kaizo, you know that Ruin Kingdom in this mod is a pain. And we'll get into that once we get there.
All right, I'll have to keep that in mind.
Let's try that again. Can I? That'll work. I don't know what I was doing there. Now I'm back in the rhythm. No, I was barely off on that jump. I was pixels off there.
This is like only up. Okay.
Yeah, this one's much less punishing than Ruined. If I make a mistake like that in Ruined, I'm just game over. I have to go back to the start of the whole climb. Luckily in this, there are backup opportunities.
Yeah, you didn't go all the way down there. You went a little bit though.
What am I? Oh my god, I'm forgetting how to do this climb. It's straightforward. No, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I'm being bullied by the video game right now. It's fine.
I'm sorry. It's just it's just part of it's capturing the essence of the only up design for sure. It always makes me laugh seeing people fall all the way to the bottom of those maps.
There we go.
Nice. There you go. Nice.
And now that's the easy part, believe it or not. This is the scary part for me. I have to blindly jump across this gap to this door. Luckily, I've gone in pretty good at that.
Nice.
Now, Regal, what do you remember about the boss from this kingdom?
Remember it climbs on walls and you shoot at with a cannon?
Okay, well, what if I told you? Right? What if I just told you I just killed the boss right now?
That's unexpected.
Just give it 1 second, and there we go.
Oh wow! Amazing. Well done.
So what happened here is the mod editor they were using for Night Metro wouldn't let them change the Mecha Wiggler fight, so they replaced it with a Wiggler, and if you just kill it, that's the boss.
Nice. Okay.
Very funny change. Okay, Metro Kingdom. After this, we'll be halfway through the run, and we can take our wellness break.
Sounds good to me.
So I hope you like that impossible jump, because we're doing it again. We gotta get back down to the mainland somehow.
I gotta say, it looked possible.
Yeah. Back in the day, people thought this jump right here was completely impossible. Oh, I'm gonna do the backup. This is what they used to think was impossible, was getting from here down to there with the vault. But as it turns out, it's completely free.
Completely free jump doesn't sound quite as exciting.
Yeah, it was impossible for the first like week of this game, believe it or not. When people were significantly worse at the game.
That's always how it is.
And now we get another pay-to-win moon coming up here in the shop. This little water tower always gets in my way. I can't figure that movement out without hitting the water tower. Yeah, very easy with vectoring for sure. But week 1 of this game, people didn't know you could vector, so they were trying to jump straight at it with like a long jump, which is a recipe for disaster. Long jumps are like the slowest movement speed. But people did not know that when the game first came out. Now this moon's interesting because in the vanilla speedrun, you want to clip in here with the scooter, but they flip the cage backwards and put the moon in the floor, so you can't clip in there with the scooter. You have to do it the intended way with the guy.
You say vectoring. Can you explain a little bit what that is, at least in a simple way?
It's just like jumping at like a 45-degree angle. It just gives you more speed midair.
Okay.
And now this is bullet building. This is a subway I'm not a huge fan of in vanilla, but it's okay in this mod. But it's just a really hard speed shot. I don't like in vanilla. I haven't really learned yet. But in the speedrun, I don't have to worry about that. I can kind of just do the movement I like. There's a chest there on the bottom instead of it being on top because they got to change it somehow. So they just put it beneath and you can grab it with a down throw. And then there's an easy triple jump I can do there to make it across the gap. And with that, we're already done with bullet building. And now we're going to climb upwards. And this next moon is easy, but then the moon after that's a little bit scary. Can I stop? Thank you. Just let me get right there. That's the moon I'm trying to spawn. There's a moon underneath this air conditioning unit. Under the air conditioning unit. There you go. And then this long jump's a little bit blind. I killed Mario. I was a little bit early on the cap throw.
Another game over. Let's go.
Yeah, Dan put it a good way in chat. If you get this benefit of falling forward and sideways, essentially, so you get double the speed.
Right. That makes sense. There's a lot of games that have that movement advantage.
There we go.
Where you move at a diagonal and you get both speeds added together. That makes sense.
This next moon is another gimme, which I love. We enter here, and then you just go back here, and look at that. There's a moon. And now we're going to do a warp text. The first time you warp in this game, you're forced to get a text box that tells you how to warp, essentially. Now, a theme you're going to notice with this mod that I forgot to bring up earlier is if the mod creators didn't know where to put a lot of the moons, because there is 880 of these suckers, so if they don't know where to put a moon, it's going to be underneath something. So if you want to find a moon, just look underneath anything, and you'll find a moon. Aw, come on. This is not good. I was supposed to take that pylon.
So, yeah, there's like these moons you need to get to power up the ship, but there's more moons than just the ones you're getting, right? Like,
there's like, a lot more.
Yeah, there's like optional ones, I guess you'd say. So you're kind of just grabbing the most like efficient ones, really.
Yeah, and easiest, because it is a Kaizo mod.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense too.
That cutscene. So you'll notice some of the cutscenes also just play their normal spawn location for the moon. And that one is not a very advantageous time to have that happen, because I am over a gap. But, you know, I have to react to it.
Yeah, but like getting every moon in this game, like there's a lot of them. So it probably takes like quite a long time.
For Kaizo mode specifically, I believe there's like 2 people that have done it. I believe Gorgonim and Pro are the 2 people that come to mind for grabbing all moons in Kaizo. And it's like a 24-hour speedrun, like 20 or 24 hours.
Yeah, I mean, even just like in the normal game, not modded, like it takes a while to grab all the moons. Like I can't imagine the Kaizo version.
Well, actually, there's a couple more people, but Gorgonim and Pro are the 2 people that have done it in a speedrun setting. I believe Dangerous also grabbed all the moons in this mod. It's crazy. It's a large undertaking, and we're coming up on our wellness break here in about 30 seconds.
Okay.
So I can count down, and we'll, as soon as this kind of fades out here, we'll go on break.
Sounds good.
The last little cutscene here, and then we'll be halfway done with the run. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause.
Okay. So, yeah, we're going to take a short little break to, go take care of ourselves. If you need to go, use the bathroom, get a snack, stretch. We're going to take a break at this halfway point of the run. Before we do that, though, I just want to go ahead and say thank you to everyone for supporting GDQ Hotfix with your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits. Your contributions help keep our shows running. If you're enjoying the stream, consider subscribing for emotes, ad-free viewing, and access to chat during replays. You can always support the stream by sharing the Games Done Quick channel with your friends as well. So, we will be right back in just a few minutes, so stay right there, and we'll have the rest of this very impressive Kaiser run by Cheese J right after this, so stick around. Hey, welcome back, everyone. We are here after that very refreshing break. We have Cheese J running Super Mario Odyssey, the Kaizo mode any %. Let's go ahead and get back into the run. Cheese J, take it away for us.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Don't hit update.
Yeah, that would be bad. Luckily, I am very hyper aware of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because updating my Switch would absolutely kill this entire show. It would be that would be the ultimate game over.
That would be a very interesting turn of events.
That would be the ultimate game over.
The worst menuing mistake of all time.
Okay, so we're in Snow Kingdom now, and I think the change for this is going to be very obvious.
Okay.
So I'm just going to play the game and hope I don't mess up. There we go. Okay, so there's poison waves I have to dodge here. Luckily, there's I just know where that platform is, so I can just kind of dodge them with the trick jump there. And then you might be asking, why am I not going to the middle where the entrance usually is? That's because they moved the entrance to Shiveria. So I got to do this little wall climb here. It's just a very annoying, imprecise jump. Oh, come on, give it to me, game. This is one of those jumps where it feels like you're doing the same thing every time, but one of the times it'll just work. Can I climb this wall, please? Can I? There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
First try. First try every time.
And then this pipe takes me to Shiveria. And I need to be very cautious for this moon. Because if I break too many of these boxes, it's not possible for me to grab this moon right there. So I have to play that a little bit slower and safer. And then another pay to win moon. Oh, talk to me. Hello? There we go. Yo, Blackbird, thanks for the good luck. I appreciate it. Okay. Now we're going to be heading up to the top of this little pole here, because there is a chest that is suspended midair. And this is another point where I have to remember jump with B, because I can talk to that guy if I jump with A. Perfect. And now we're going to enter into the shard sub-area here. That's right over here. I am not going to be grabbing any of the shards, though, because that moon is very slow and annoying. There's a star at the very end, specifically, that's very tedious. It's just suspended in midair, and the camera doesn't update for you to see it, so you're going to have to grab it blind. But I don't have to worry about that. I can just grab this chest moon and leave.
I'll be honest, these all look kind of tedious. A lot of this.
Oh, good bonk. Oh, that chest is floating, or that box is floating.
I saw that.
Okay, so there's a moon in the ground there. And now we're going to be entering into the poison room. That's fine. Just don't kill me. I died anyway.
Nice.
Okay, we're going to do that a bit better the second time. We're going to do this. That's all I had to do. I overcomplicated it. Sometimes doing the simple movement ends up being best. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, now we want to capture this guy. Follow the stair, and there's a moon hidden underneath this staircase. Nice, made that cycle. And now I get to kill all the spawnies for a moon. That moon is the same as vanilla, but because the room itself is a bit harder with all the extra blowy joeys, it justifies it being the same.
Chat brings up a good point. This game does have a lot of similarities with Dark Souls. That's very true. Poison swamps, dragons.
Okay, now we're entering into the Goomba room here. And this will be the last area we do in Chiveria. We only do 3 of the 4. Nice. I'm gonna do this. Oh, can I? This movement here is so awkward. Okay, I'm gonna do this. That'll work. There we go. Oh, one of Goomba's died. That's not good. I didn't want to kill one. Okay. Oh, did 2 of them die? Oh, that's okay. That one should fall. Okay, yeah, we're good still. I'm gonna have to capture. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm messing up. Hold on. I want to do this first, then come back for that one. Oh, that's okay. Hold on. Hold your horses. Oh,
Hold
yeah,
on.
That's not good. Hold on.
Oh.
This moon is significantly harder from the bottom. I tried to fall onto it that's like the way I like to do it. There we go. Okay,
Nice.
Now I need to get. I'm short on Goombas here a lot, so I don't even know if I have 4 left alive. I'll be honest. I might have to kill Mario.
Poor Mario.
Do I even have 1? Yeah, no, I don't. I'm gonna give this trick 1 try. There's a trick. I don't even know if I know the setup for English. Let's see. This might be. Hold on, this. So I'm trying a trick out of bounds clip here.
Okay.
I think I want to do. If I
Going
get
off
this will be
script?
yeah, I'm going off script a little bit here. Usually I set this up in Chinese, so this is a bit more awkward. But if I can get this, it'll be a better backup. Oh, I'm really close. So I can clip through that corner there is what I'm trying to do. Oh, I'm really close. I can feel that I'm close with that.
Okay.
We're going off script here a little bit. Oh, that is so close. I'm going to give up on it if I don't get this in like this try, though, because I am on him. I want it. One more try.
Okay, one more.
Okay, I'm going to kill Mario. I'm going to kill Mario.
Poor Mario couldn't save himself. Seems like that was a very precise clip, and you have a text setup that you usually do for it.
Yeah, on Chinese, but I can't play on Chinese.
Yeah. So it's like a precise thing, and without your normal setup, it's just like.
Yeah, I think I have an idea of how to do it on Chinese, but apparently not consistent enough for this. I didn't practice that at all. And all my other runs, I wasn't short on Goombas, so. That's a new mistake for me. Now I have 1 too many. There we go. Okay, we still have 1 more hard trick jump down in this kingdom. As you see, we still need 1 more moon.
Mm-hmm. No, that's good to have that little thing up there for me. To know how far off we are.
Okay. Okay, give me one more try.
Ooh.
I cat bounced a bit late there. I'm trying a new setup for this jump because I'm not good at it. So I'm trying a slightly different setup to hopefully make it easier, but yeah, give me. This jump's hard. This is known as Snow Jam. It's just in the vanilla game as well. Oh, I was too early on the cat bounce there slightly.
All right, Jay, are you okay with me reading an announcement after you get this one?
Yeah, you can just go for it now if you want.
Okay, let's wait for you to get it.
I'm cat bouncing early. Okay.
Oh.
This jump's annoying. This has been in the game for a very long time, and I've just never been good at this trick jump. This is not like a Kaizo thing. Oh, that almost made it. That
was so close. So close.
Luckily, the poison waves aren't a huge obstacle for this jump. Oh, the camera didn't want to cooperate there. I still made it, though. Look at that.
Nice. Very good. Okay.
Okay, I'll go for it.
So if you're curious what's coming up on Hotfix, you can check out this week's schedule and explore our full season lineup at gdq.gg/hotfix. Also, Games Done Quick will be returning to PAX West from August the 29th to September 1st. You can visit gdq.gg/PAX West to check out the schedule, and you can visit west.paxsite.com to learn more about the event. And back to you, Jay.
Okay, we're on to Seaside. And this is one of my more favorite changes in this entire mod. The movement in this kingdom is so fun, and it's going to be very apparent as to why as soon as I touch down here. I'm just not even going to say anything, and hopefully everybody catches on really quick here. You can see it in that cutscene. If I pan the camera left, you can see it. There is no water here. Oh. So it makes for some really fun platforming.
Everyone loves the water levels. What do you mean?
Mario Odyssey just means harder Mario Odyssey, essentially. All the moons are harder in some way.
My favorite things about platformers is water levels and sliding on ice. It's the best parts.
There's a moon hidden here.
For real though, I do actually think this game has like one of the like more fun like water levels, just because you do get to like experiment with different movement, like with like the
gushions,
like, the captures and stuff. But you know, like no telling how annoying it is for speedrunners. Just speaking casually,
I think the water levels are okay in this game for a speedrunning perspective.
Okay,
they're on the easier side a lot of the time, just because it's just majority of it is just swimming with the fish.
Yeah, I did appreciate that it was like a little bit different than like a normal like swimming as Mario level.
Yeah, so yeah, you see, I'm just like platforming this entire thing instead of swimming. I fell. I fell off L plus ratio. There we go. And then there's a ground pound in here, and then we get to do a little bit of a fancy trick jump with some rocket flowers. One, two, three. Oh, that is what we in the business call a velo dive. I moved the camera right as I did the dive, so Mario dove in a different direction than I wanted him to. Hold on, I screwed that up. Let me try that one more time. I screwed up that setup. There we go. Second try. What? He just didn't bounce off Cappy. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Okay, I love this video game. This is my favorite video game. Okay.
I love the speedrunner mantra. This is my favorite video game. While you're like losing time.
Okay, there we go. There, and then this one up top. Yeah, there we go.
That's me playing Dark Souls every day.
Luckily, there's backup moons I can grab. I don't know why that trick jump didn't work. That had every sign of working. Oh, is it? It's 3. My bad. This one's 3. What is O from home? It's okay. Which one is it? Is it? 4? Oh, it's 4. It's boov. There we go. What is O from home?
I don't understand that riddle.
Me either. No, me either.
Boov? What's a boov? Can anyone explain to me what a boov is?
I think they just put random words together and hope it made sense. That moon is just...
I don't know what's going on here.
Also, look what happens if I capture your fish. Oh, no, it's dead. I thought I shut that off because there's one there. Good bonk. Oh, can I grab this moon? I don't think I can, but I'm gonna try. No, I'm not gonna be able to. I'm gonna ignore that. This is a force damage moon. Oh, almost didn't take damage. Jump. Oh, come on. And there's a checkpoint here. I want to grab to refill my health. And then I want to walk this way.
Oh my gosh, eel.
Yeah, there's a lot of eels. Can I grab them in? And with that, we're moving on to luncheon, which is where the game gets hard. This kingdom was a bit of a breather. Even though I got screwed by that cap bounce, but what are you gonna do?
It's cool to see movement through the place without water.
Yeah, for sure. Now we're on to luncheon. Like I said, this is where the mod gets brutally difficult. Every single moon in luncheon is difficult in some way.
Okay.
And the kingdoms after this are just really hard gauntlet type kingdoms that can really hardball me if I'm not on top of my game.
I'm here for it.
Okay. No more derping around. We're getting serious here and we're gonna have a good luncheon.
I would love a good lunch right now.
At 1 a.m.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, so the first moon is behind the Odyssey here, so I'm going to immediately turn Mario around and do a little bit of a triple jump around this corner. Now, I have to make sure to keep Mario low there with that triple jump, because if I jump too high, the camera will freak out on me for some reason. It's like a weird glitch with the mod. Nice. Oh, barely. Oh.
Ooh.
Get back up. And then there's a moon underneath here. Be quiet, it's a shortcut. And then there's a Goomba here. And typically you need 4 Goombas to grab this Goomba moon over here. But I'm going to do a little bit of a Goomba parkour to cheese this moon. Well, the intended way for the mod, but it would be cheese in the vanilla game. Okay, let's see if I can get this. This is a new trick tip I learned like this last week, preparing for this. Oh, that's close. Come on. Come on, Goomba, work with me here. Oh, that's really close. Come on, work with me here, Goomba. Oh my god. The fact that the coin rolls on me makes this a lot more annoying too. I'm like barely mistiming that second hop.
Something about a piece of corn messing up your trick is...
There we go.
Nice. Little corn boost.
Yeah, that's... Well, look, that's more precise than you would think. It's a really jank piece of movement. There's like a... If you just time everything right, you just get a random boost of speed and can kind of get up there. Now, the spirit fight might look really hard, but I'm going to tell you it's the same as vanilla. With one change. And that was the change right there. I'm completely safe now. All I had to do was kill that one piranha plant. The rest of this is just for show. Point proven.
Nice.
Yeah, you bop his head and then you dive onto that plant and it just dies and then you're completely safe. it's designed in a way where you just immediately get into a safe spot, and then you're in no threat of taking damage. Okay. Now I'm gonna jet off to the left here for a minute on the mountain. There you go. And now I'm gonna do another pay-to-win moon.
I feel like this level has a lot of weird like geometry on the little mountains in the back.
Yeah, the geometry on this level is very tedious to work with. Okay, I'm gonna get on top of this roof here, and then go over this way. I want to kill you. Oh my, okay. That went very poor. Give me my hat. Thank you. I just got another value dive. Awesome. Work with me, game. There we go. And now the spiny needs to get out of my way. And then there is a crate in the lava in that little opening there that I'm trying to grab. It's a little bit of precise setup to get this to work. Hopefully this doesn't take too many tries. There we go, second try. See, I just a crate in the lava there.
Nice.
Sending Cappy down below to break it. And then I'm going to grabbing a turnip here, and this is another 1.0 exclusive trick known as turnip clip. Can I grab the turnip with Mario, please? You know what? That'll work. No speed for me. I have to get the turnip over there first, so that's what I'm doing here. There we go. A little bit of turnip trick jumping. I'm gonna kill the spiny because he'll be in my way. And then I can put that against the cage, and then this Pambro is gonna come out of Narnia. And then I'm gonna drop the Pambro between the turnip and the cage, and I should just clip through. Perfect.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And I'm going to be capturing that same Pambro again here to go into the next sub area. And there's a block of cheese I got to break. Don't kill him, please. Oh, okay, I'm going to have to wait. These guys have got in my way. Not a big deal. Get back up. This is the block of cheese I mentioned. We're going to break this, and there's a ground pound moon here.
I forgot
now,
about
there
that
isn't...
little tutorial video that pops up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there it is again. Now, there is an out-of-bounds clip I could use instead of capturing this Pambro and bringing him over to get to this room, but it's really precise, and I don't like bothering with it. I think it's just easier to bring the guy over, and it's not much slower. Oh, wait, this is wrong. That's vanilla. I always get this room and the vanilla room mixed up. I always forget which, because they visually they look the same. I just have to tell myself the shards are in a different place. Okay, that was a little bit scary. Let's not do that. There's one right here, I believe. And then I want to break this open for a moon. And then there's one in the air there. And I'm going to bonk here. Unless I can ground pounder there to get the dive off. Yeah, I already dived. There we go. And now we're going to do another really difficult sub area. Oh, I was going to bonk there. Good call. But before that, we got to get to the sub area. So we're going to do a little bit of a vault here. Over the lava. That'll work. Oh, I didn't want that. Okay, this sub-area is extremely tedious and annoying, and okay, that's not why. Hopefully I don't showcase why. Hopefully it just goes well. Okay, I didn't showcase why. Look at that.
That's very interesting. Just like a blank wall here, basically.
Oh, whoops, that's vanilla. Hold on. This way. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that's frustrating. He just didn't capture. That's frustrating. Whatever. Oh my god. Let's focus up. This jump right here is the annoying part. But I think I have it down. Yeah, look at that. I used to struggle with that, but I think I have it down now. Look at perfect. Okay, we're gonna do that this time. We're just gonna do a regular crab throw. Not gonna get fancy. And then we're gonna do this. That's not gonna work. Let me try that again one more time. There we go. And then the moon's up here. And I'm gonna go over here, behind the door, and then there's a moon right here. And then, oh, I didn't get, oh, that's, okay, I can make that work. I didn't grab that checkpoint. I forgot to grab a checkpoint I needed, but I can back it up without it.
Interesting.
Moving Mario. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I missed Cappy there. Okay. Let me try that one more time. There we go. Second try. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, game? This game is testing my pages today.
Really?
Wow, this game is... Okay, I'm going to try it this way, because that's clearly not working. I wanted to try to show off swag strats, but not today, I guess.
Cool. Just like bunked the stairs, barely.
I'm trying to have fun with the run, showcase cool stuff, but the game doesn't want me to.
That's cool.
There we go. Okay. You can't write this stuff.
Bullying. I mean, this does look like a tough level, like exactly what you're saying. Going into it, like I can see what you mean.
Hold on. Oh, am I missing a moon? Oh, I'm missing.
Someone.
I was hoping. Yeah, someone said I skipped the sharp moon.
Yeah. I was thinking that maybe you did too, but I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, I was hoping that message was just incorrect, but I think I did, so I'm going to go back where right now.
Okay.
That's like the only thing I could have possibly missed. This one didn't knock it as well as I wanted it to. Now, because I am playing on a Nintendo Switch console, the console's not powerful enough to keep these blocks unloaded or broken. So I have to break them a second time if I want to come back. Do I have to grab the shards again, or is it just right here? Yeah, it's just such a silly mistake. Oh well, not a big deal. Easy backup though, so I'm not going to complain. Thank you for ever pointing that out in the chat. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, tough level, I can tell. Although, to be honest, it all looks tough to me. But this looks like it's stepping up a notch.
Okay. Okay. So you remember how I mentioned only up to you?
Yes, I do.
It is time for the only up gauntlet of the run.
Awesome.
The Metro one was just to warm up. Me win it Monday. We're going to it now.
I am excited. Does everyone in chat like only up? I honestly, I don't like the game that much myself, but I do enjoy watching other people do it.
Oh, apparently my Discord got spammed. Thank you. Allison's probably not watching, but if Allison ever sees this, thank you, Allison. Okay, only up now. I am probably going to be quite silent for this portion because it is very difficult, and if I make one slight hiccup at any point, I'm down like 5+ minutes.
I'll react with oohs and ahs, if that's okay.
Go for it.
Okay. I'm excited.
This is the scariest part of the speedrun, I will say, because like I said, one mistake and it's just multiple minutes. Yeah.
I want chat to focus as well. Okay. Already starting off, I can see this.
Okay, this jump right here, I kind of made up movement for on my own. If you do a little bit of a triple throw midair there, you can get a wall jump off instead of having to make it on top of it. A little bit easier.
Oh, wow. Okay. I see what's happening. Yeah, like falling off here is just like, you're done.
Work with me, game.
Like, no safety below you, really at all. Looking good. I don't know how long this lasts.
A while.
A while? Okay. Oh,
that bonk is intentional, but
okay. Yeah. It looks scary to me.
Yeah, I was a little bit off center on the block, but the bonk is intentional.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like we still got a way to go.
Okay. This is a little bit of a breather point. And there's a couple jumps where if I fail them, I can fall back down to this little wall jump section here, but it's not really fun to rely on that. It's still very easy to die. You might think it's safer to jump on top of this moving platform, but it moves so fast that I just opt to land on that tiny block. Grab it. That'll work. Oh, okay. This part's scary. Almost there. Oh, okay. Let's not do that. I'm screwing up. I didn't even back. I was late. There we go.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, I was late there. That could have been bad. Oof. Now. Another spot where I just want to jump on the tiny block instead of the moving platforms that can screw me. I failed on that jump before, so I'm trying not to do that again. Oh, come on. And with that, that was the first try climb. Perfect.
Nice. That was amazing. That was some close moments there, though. That was very scary.
Yeah, that climb never becomes less scary, no matter how many times you do it.
Well done.
Especially in like a marathon or PB settings, because I don't want to fail it on a PB pace run or a setting like. Okay, and you'll notice there's 3 dragons instead of 1.
Yep.
So I gotta kill 3 dragons. Now there is a skip that you can do to skip killing some of the dragons. But it's really precise because the way this fight works is you're not actually fighting the dragons. There's a tank that's positioned midair, and every time you kill a dragon, you get flung upwards there. Right here, you'll see I get flung upwards, and every time I get flung up, I enter the tank's hitbox and it takes damage. You have to fly up there 10 times total, and if there's a little ledge, invisible ledge you can stand on up there to skip some of the phases, but I don't like doing it because it's invisible platforming, and I'm not about to try to risk dying after doing that climb. Because if I die in this fight, I have to do that climb entirely over again. There is no checkpoint.
I'm impressed that the Switch can render all this, honestly.
Am I making this cycle? I think I am. Oh, maybe. No, easy. Easy, I'm making this cycle.
Easy. At least something's easy.
Oh, wow. I can't believe I made that. Oh. Okay, that's one dragon down, 1 to 3.
So, what would happen if, like, you died here? Would you have to start all the way over?
Yeah, I have to do the climb over.
Jeez.
Back from Odyssey. So brutal.
That is brutal. Well, looks like you're handling the fight pretty well, I would say. No jinx.
I don't want to jinx it, but this is definitely the fastest I've ever done these 3 dragon fights. Yeah, 2 down.
Okay.
I've never multitasked all 3 as well as I'm doing here. The last time I did this on Hotfix, I was like on 1 HP the entire time and I had to go really, really, really slow.
Yeah.
So this is going way, way better. Okay. I think I make the cycle. Oh, easy.
Nice.
Okay. One more phase on the final dragon, then we're done. And this is a good moment I can show off some cheese you can do in this fight. If you kill one of the dragons, the fight becomes free because you can just stand here on the dead corpse.
Yeah. That's cool.
So this fight, like the mods said that this fight's more for show than it is for like actual scary. Because I don't want to put like a super hard fight right at the end of a climb that hard. They just want to scare the player a little bit.
They could though, if they wanted to make this a certain type of mod.
Yeah. There we go, done with the fight.
Nice. Well done.
Thank you. Okay, I'm very happy that went well. That is a very important kingdom.
Scariest part over, you feel like?
Yeah. There is still a little bit of scary stuff left, I will say, but that is
huge
by far the scariest part of the run.
Nice. That was impressive.
Thank you for the GGs. Okay, we're going on to Bowser's now. And Bowser's is easier than this kingdom for sure, but is by far from free.
Probably a little longer, you say? Than this one as well? Because this one seemed like it was a little short, but I don't know. The dragon fight might have taken a while.
This split was just under 8 minutes. I golded that.
Wow.
That was a gold split.
Nice.
Oh god. Yeah, that was like a 45-second gold.
It didn't feel like 8 minutes, but I guess the dragon fight did last a while too. So.
Yeah, it's like a 5-minute climb, I want to say.
Oh, the climb's 5 minutes too. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's scary.
I guess I was so locked in, I didn't realize how much time was passing.
Yeah, that climb, the first time I did it, it took me a little over 4 hours. Whenever I did it casually.
Yeah.
Brutal. I was about to give up too, but I started up a second stream and decided to go through with it. And it took me like a little over 4 hours in one day. Oh, come on. And the final fight you're going to see in Moon Kingdom also took me a little over 4 hours. Okay, so typically for this kingdom, you want to kill the ogre straight ahead. But if you hop around this corner, you'll see there's another ogre. And this is where we get to show off niche game mechanic that I really like. You would think I can just ground pound its head, but no, I have to kick this poke over there and poke it to kill it. It doesn't drop its block. That's a game mechanic not a lot of people know about. Because most people just do what I'm going to do here. And just ground pound it. Yeah. That's something the devs put in the game, in the vanilla game, but never gets any use. Okay, there's a moon coming up here that I always miss, so I'm going to say it now so I don't forget it. There's a crate to the right of this wire here, and because I always do vanilla moon and I forget it, but because I'm talking about it, I'm not going to forget it. That moon right there. So easy to miss. Okay, do I remember the shard order? I should, hopefully. First shard is right here. And then the second one you need a bird for. Oh, a little bit late. You want to... Oh, come on. There we go. Break that box to get that shard. And the third shard is on this roof right here. Grab it, please. And now it's time for me to kill Mario. Not like that. We're going to jump off this cliff and down here. Good. And there's a shard right there. And then I'm going backwards because there's a pipe. Also, fun to note, if I kill that Pokio at any point, it does not respawn. I have to kill Mario. Also, that Pokio isn't even there in the vanilla game. The mods were kind enough to put that there. The devs, rather. And the final shard's around the door here. Perfect. Jump. Dive over the roof, and with that, we have 2 story moons done. Pretty good start to Bowser so far.
So you got 3, or is one of them not a story moon?
The one on the side wasn't a story moon. The story moons are the ones on the pedestal that give you the long animation. And in this kingdom, you can't skip any story moons. Some kingdoms you're able to bypass all the story moons and still finish it, but this one you're not able to skip. The final fight doesn't trigger. Oh, I forgot to up throw. Huh. Mario is dead. Never mind. Let's go.
Nice.
Okay. This is where the kingdom kind of gets kicked up a notch. These next 2 boss fights are four is lava. And you're going to see me doing some weird platforming here. It's because these lava hitboxes may look circular, but circular lava hitboxes don't exist for this game. So they're big squares, and the corners are invisible, so you can get hit by invisible corner hitboxes if you're not careful. Invisible lava corners. So I'm just going to be doing like really slow and careful movement just so I don't hit invisible lava. But in terms of the fights themselves, they kind of just play out like you would think for a floor is lava type boss fight. And I'm playing this fight really safe because I'm known to die on this fight. There we go. Perfect. Not even a hit. Damageless.
Nice.
Now we have one more, and Harriet's the easier one of the 2. Okay.
Well, I mean, honestly, so far this level has seemed like not too bad.
Yeah, this is definitely the breather between Ruined and Moon, because Ruined and Moon are both pretty brutal.
Gotcha.
Oh, she'll come here, don't worry. Trust. There we go.
Ooh, not damageless on this one, though.
Okay, I didn't think that was going to work. That was good. She's going to come here, trust. See?
I trust it.
Oh, I don't like what she's doing here. That'll work. Oh, maybe not. I lied to you. Oh, she's not cooperating. This'll work. Okay. Okay. Oh, I might die. Oh, please don't hit me. Thank you. Oh my god, scary ending.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. Now I just have to not die getting that moon. Oh, thank you, camera. Perfect. Okay, now we're going up to the Mecha Brutal. That is the final thing we have to do in this kingdom. And luckily enough, the Mecha Brutal is floor is lava, but if you know anything about Mario Odyssey speedruns, that doesn't change jack.
Yeah.
So I just get to do regular speedrun strats for the mech as if it was a vanilla speedrun. So this is definitely a breather point.
Yeah. I am somewhat familiar with the strat.
Yeah, so still a very hard strategy in terms of speedrun strategies for this game, but for Kaizo mode or Kaizo mod, I will take anything vanilla.
So normally this fight will try to knock you off as you progress through it, and you're just trying to stay on the boss the whole time.
Yep, hopefully I can nail it first try.
Right.
There's the lava. Okay, I'm gonna lock in here. I'm gonna play this safe. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that. Perfect. And now I'm standing here so the mech ran descend into this arena wall here twice instead of roaming around the arena. And now I'm going to do a shot known as Star Bomba. Oh no, this is target acquired, sorry. Hope I can nail it first try here. Nice, easy fight.
Nice, well done. Yep, just like a normal speedrun. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that fight is quite easy in terms of Kaizo type stuff.
Yeah, if you're already familiar with how to do it, you don't have to alter anything.
Yeah, the difficulty comes in if you're trying this mod as someone that has not speedrun this game.
Right.
I can still die. No, I can't. No, I'm good.
Well done.
Thank you. And we have one kingdom left, or we're done with the run. Final kingdom, going on to Moon Kingdom. Last little bit of cutscenes. That was a really, really good Bowser's for Kaizo. I will definitely take that.
Would now be a good time to get one more announcement in?
Yeah, go for it.
Jay? Okay. All right, so Black in a Flash is a community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. You can learn more or apply to get involved at gdq.gg/BAF and follow at blackinaflash.bsky.social on Blue Sky for the latest updates. And back to you, Jay. Let's finish this out.
Okay, so this is Moon Kingdom. It's going to look very vanilla as soon as I enter, but the first change will be very obvious if you know anything about Mario Odyssey speedruns here. Give me 1 minute to get there. So I still do have moon gravity in this kingdom, but there is a slight difference coming up here, and then the Bowser fight is pretty brutally difficult. Nice vectors there to get over here. And the change is coming up right here as I go around this corner. Typically, you would, to do Moon Cave Skip, you want to jump off the Sphinx's head, but he is not here. So we got to do it without him. Which, luckily, is still quite easy.
Nice.
Quite free. Yeah, quite free. So all you got to do is add in that extra wall jump. It's just, instead of doing 2 wall jumps on that wall, you do 3. That's the only change there.
Yeah, climbing in this game with walls doesn't seem that bad.
Okay. This is the hard part, and I think it's going to be pretty apparent why it's hard as soon as I get in here, so
Okay.
I'll let the game speak for itself.
Okay, sure.
Okay, and you'll also note that Bowser is on a question mark block here. If he falls off the question mark block at any point, the waves will push him, and then I won't really be able to do the fight. He will ride the waves, which is very annoying. So I really have to be careful with timing my hits properly there. Also, this part doesn't really have a hitbox, this fire. It's just a floor scan. If you're midair at all, you'll dodge it. Ah, that's not good. I was too slow there. Walk in. I want him to be on this platform straight ahead of me. That's what I'm doing here. But I don't know how to mid-up him from there, clearly. I'm just going to try to find him there. Hopefully it works. He's going to jump. Yeah, okay, this fight's a mess. I've butchered this fight. If I get to phase 3, it'll work out, though. Or I'll just die. Okay, this works. Stay there. That's a platform that works. I think this will work. Let's just hope. See what I mean? Yeah. And then he's gonna jump away because he hit me with his tail.
Yeah.
If I don't do the exact setup, this fight very obviously becomes a nightmare. I'm just gonna die.
Okay.
We're gonna try that again. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I saw him riding the poison wave there.
Yeah.
Looks tough.
Okay, second try. No big deal. Yo, Dave, on the stream, how you doing? Oh my gosh, whew. Almost touched that wave. Mario's big toe clipped that wave for sure. Okay, this one will work. Now I'm doing my setup the way I like doing it. This will work. There we go. Nice.
Yeah, oh, good.
It's so hard to dodge that wave after the fast act. You kind of just have to glide over it. After grabbing the hat, it's very awkward. There we go. I should also mention this isn't the vanilla Bowser fight that you would usually do in Moon. This is the rematch that you would do after collecting all moons in the game. So on top of it having poison waves, I'm also doing the harder Bowser fight from the vanilla game. So there's more punching that you're seeing. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh my god, that almost didn't work. Oh no, no.
No. Brutal.
Yeah, the waves didn't work out there.
Did you take double damage there? You like hit him and then knocked into the poison?
Yeah, whenever you finish punching him, he knocks you away. You get knocked back.
Okay.
That was just really unlucky. This fight is brutal. I really thought that one was going to be the one, too. But that's what happens in Gazo mods. Sometimes stuff goes your way, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. I don't want to take damage. Ah. This didn't work out again. I screwed something up small. Don't jump away. Okay, I got him here. This is the hardest platform, but I'm just going to work with it. This block is fully in the air, so I have to jump higher to dodge his tail swipes, which is why this one's harder. He's getting pushed, but I don't even care. I work with it. This will work. I'm dead. Ah! See, this is what I mean. I just get walled sometimes by this stuff. I could be here for like 10 minutes. Man.
It looks hard, for sure.
I had this consistent the other day, too. I just didn't practice it today, and now it's biting me. Okay, let's hope I get it this time. I don't like that the camera pans off Mario there, too. That's another thing. Okay, I got it this time. Or I was too close to the hat. I'm just gonna kill Mario. I'm not even gonna play around. We're just gonna kill Mario and try again. I'm wasting enough time here. I can't bother with trying to back it up.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I would say the mod is definitely living up to its name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the last hard thing, though, so once we finish this, we're home free.
Yeah. Well, it's like you were saying earlier, the mod does a good job of scaling its difficulty. And,
Yeah.
you know, you're at the end, so, like, it makes sense that it's like, this is what it's building up to. But, you know, there's, like, I could totally see you, like, nailing this first try sometimes as well, you know?
Yeah, I did this first try last time I was
Yeah.
on Hotfix.
Yeah. Like, it's just, you know, doesn't always work out. But this does look tough.
Okay, we should hopefully be on third base again.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, it's final phase. Let's just close this out this time.
I believe.
That'll work. There we go, that'll work. A little bit of an awkward cycle I'm on here, but I'm making it work. Okay, let's hope. I think this works, I hope. Okay, he's getting pushed, but it should be fine. Perfect.
Oh, that looks so close.
Okay, don't die now. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, GG's.
That looked really close at the end there, too.
I
Awesome.
should still come in underestimate here. Even with that mold session on Bowser. This is why I give myself a high estimate for
Yeah,
guys.
no, it's understandable. That was awesome, though.
Yeah, I'm glad I finally got that. Now this part's actually kind of fun because it's something that you don't get to see a lot in Mario Odyssey mods. This is like the only example I can think of for this. We get Bowser parkour. We don't. I think this, like I said, I think this is the only mod that comes to mind that has anything like this. So it's really cool that they included this for the escape sequence. Thank you for the claps. And now they force you to do speedrun routing for this 2D section by putting these barriers here. I have to do a jump known as 2D skip here. And then I have to jump around this corner like that. Why was it make that? I have to land on the very edge here. Perfect.
All right,
Okay, pillars room. Final room in the game. Get your jam emotes out. Oh, actually, no. My bad. I want to get... Oh, hold on. Adjusting Bowser to aim right is really hard. We don't come anywhere near that pillar right there, so we do that one first. And there's a lot of parkour still left here, so I could still die and have to do the entire escape sequence over again. Oh, there we go. Okay. And then the camera just caught right here, so I gotta go fast because everything's sinking. And with that, I should be done. Time's gonna come up here as soon as I shoot out this final wire. So about 5 seconds. And time.
Nice.
GG, sub 140, below estimate, just barely.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Very well done. That was awesome. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that was brutal at the end there, but that looked pretty tough.
Yeah. It was mean.
So
I'm okay with that though.
Jay, do you have any shout outs you want to give before we move on to the next run?
Yeah. If you want to see more of me, you can check me out on twitch.tv/CheeseJ with 2 Y's. It's pinned at the top of the chat. I do a lot of Mario Odyssey. I'm trying to branch out to some other games I'm trying to branch out to a new game called Tall Trails for a GDQ submission. So if you want to see more Mario, I'm doing weekly all moons as well. So if you want to see me collect every single moon in the vanilla game in one sitting, once a week, and spend 8 hours, you can check me out there. Lots of Mario Odyssey. So if you enjoy that, go drop me a follow.
Some information has been passed on to me. I think you just went over 1,000 followers during this run on Twitch.
I did. That is not the first time though. I've dropped up and down a couple times, but I do appreciate that.
Well, maybe we can keep you above that number. So if you really like this run, make sure to go out and follow Jay. I thought that was like amazing, personally, and I know that you're a really, really dedicated Super Mario Odyssey runner, but you're trying to branch out to other things as well.
Yeah, so still not dropping Odyssey anytime soon. This is my favorite video game. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever stop running it.
Well, very well done. And we appreciate having you on. But with that, we're going to need to go to break and get set up for our next game, which we're going to have. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Game Over. I hope you enjoyed the break. We have our second run of the evening coming up here by Distro. Distro is going to be running a game called Halo Infinite for us tonight on the legendary difficulty, the any % run. Distro, do you want to go ahead and take it away from us and kind of explain what's going to be happening for us tonight?
All right, thank you very much for the introduction. So I'll be doing the any % category. We'll talk about the categories a bit during the run. Any person legendary, so the hardest difficulty. So that's going to be quite a challenge. And I'm going to be joined today.
Hi. Hi, my name is... Sorry, you first?
No, sorry, you can go ahead.
Hi, my name is Caitlin, and I am the world record holder for Halo Infinite All Missions Legendary, the sister category for any percent. So I'll be providing commentary for Distro tonight.
All right, so I will hand over the commentary to Caitlin for the first mission because there's going to be a lot of things happening in a short time, and I'll have to focus. I'll do a countdown. I'll revert the checkpoint, and that's when the time starts, and Caitlin will take over. So I'm going to count down from 3, and we'll start at go. So 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so first level here, this is Warship Gabrakin. So the first thing you're going to notice is that Distro has a grappling hook. The grappling hook that we have is the key to all of the movement in this run. It is on a 3.5 second cooldown, and the fastest method of movement we have at this current point is to do what is called the grapple slide. So what you're going to Distro's going to demonstrate that for us now. He is going to sprint into a grapple and then slide at the end of it to get a lot of speed. Here he's going to demonstrate the grappling hook's capabilities here. You can use it to swing around corners and also swing over boxes to get a lot of speed. You're also going to notice, so something to note is the grappling hook, the longer it is, the more speed you're going to get. So Distro is going to be trying to get the max length he can from his grapple the best he can. So we've got a little bit of a clear here. There's an elevator on its way down, and to head up the elevator, all 4 of these jackals, as well as 2 brutes, need to die. So he's going to grab some ammo for his pistol here and finish off these last couple jackals. There we go.
I was supposed to kill that jackal a bit earlier, but that's fine.
Yeah, Distro's in a bit of a bad spot here. He's supposed to, he was supposed to get an insta-kill on those brutes there as they come out of the elevator, but sadly the jackals were trolling a little bit, so he couldn't quite get the kills that he wanted. But he's adapted pretty well to the situation, and he swapped out his assault rifle for a mangler. So, now that we're in the elevator, we can kind of explain how this level works a little bit. On the second floor, we're going to be seeing the first skip of the run. Halo Infinite has a weird thing with doors. So doors that are of a banished style, which Distro's going to see in a minute, have a little bit of a quirk that if you melee them enough times, you can actually touch the trigger on the other side of the door to cause it to open. So this section of the level is kind of donut shaped. We're supposed to run to one end of the donut and then run around the other side to meet ourselves back at the beginning. However, there is a door to the return path on Distro's right here. So he's going to kill a brute for safety, and he's going to run over, and he's going to melee the door once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times, and open it. And he also triggers the load there. Most important thing he grabs is a coil. Coils in Halo Infinite have a very special property, and we're going to use that to cross a gap at the end of the level. So he's also just doing a little bit of movement down the hall here. So I mentioned that we're supposed to do something at the end here. The setup for this level is we're supposed to destroy some engines and destroy a stasis beam that is holding us in place. However, the trigger to start the ending sequence is just left wide open at the end of that hallway. So Distro touches it, comes back, swaps out his pistol for a battle rifle. Now he's heading back. So he's going to grab that coil to his right there, but he's going to kill a couple brutes here for safety and make his way on back. So we're not actually going to be using... This coil is called a blast coil. When thrown at an enemy, it does a ton of damage. However, he's not using it for combat. There is a large gap at the end of the level here, and we are going to use this to propel ourselves across. So he's just doing a little bit of movement here, and he's going to set up his coil against the door frame, and he's going to line himself up. He's going to jump and use his grab. Oh goodness me! We sadly got bonked there. So this is called a coil launch. The way this works is Distro is pulling the coil into himself. But the thing is, the hitbox to pick up the coil is actually in the center. So if Distro grapples it while he's above it, the coil will just get pulled into Master Chief. And because the grapple is also recoiling, it's basically going to give him a massive amount of force. It's going to give him a massive amount of force that he then uses the lip of the door to then redirect himself across the gap. But there we go. That is Warship Gabrakin, and that was very well done, actually.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The launch was very cool. I haven't seen any speedruns of this game, but that was amazing.
Oh,
you haven't seen a speedrun of this before?
No.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
No, I'm blind.
This is this speedrun, like Halo Infinite speedruns are absolutely phenomenal. Sadly, they're not that popular these days. Back when the game first came out, there was a massive boom of popularity, especially for this category in any percent. But any percent sadly faced a bit of a problem. And that was that it was optimized too fast and too well. It was and the optimization that was used to get it as low as it was honestly like probably one of the worst trick finds in Halo. I'm not going to spoil what that is because you're going to see what that is later on. But yeah, like the 80% speedrun, the route used to be that you would get to the level of recovery, beat that mission, and then use a glitch to get invincibility, and then fly a Banshee to the third to last level. Because the third to last level of the road is the key to any percent. Because the way you typically enter the road is you beat the level repository and you exit the facility, and the game then sets your active mission to the road. However, the trigger for the road is massive and extends far out from where the level actually is. So we can get there really, really easily. Like if we can, there are elastic barriers in the way, but there are invincibility glitches to bypass the elastic barriers and just go straight to the road. However, we're not going to fly.
Sorry, in case I forgot which game this is, here's a reminder. Sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well,
of course, we're not going to fly there.
This is like probably different from other Halo games in that you don't necessarily have to do all the missions to finish the game. Is that what you're setting up for here?
Yes, because this actually led to a split in categories to all missions, but we'll talk about that in a second. Because here we're onto the level foundation. There's going to be a lot of grappling here. This level is, in my opinion, very boring because it's just 5 minutes of grapple sliding, which looks pretty cool. But yeah, when you've done it like 100, like when you've done it like thousands of times, like myself and Distro, it just gets really boring and formulaic. Because the grappling hook right now is actually on a 3.5 second cooldown, and all of the grapple cycles you're going to see Distro do have been routed for years. There has been no variations in them whatsoever because they're just perfect and they just work. So Distro's grabbed another coil here because he's going to do another launch, but he's not going to try. He's going to try and get a mini launch here as opposed to a big launch because we don't actually need to go that high. And he got a bit of a giga launch there, but that's fine. It's better to go too high than too low because he's not going that high. He's only going about a floor up, and he's landed it. Up next is actually one of the biggest run killers in the run. This room here is responsible for many a reset for myself, Distro, and many other runners. This room is just absolutely packed with enemies, and the strat on Legendary is literally just to run to the end and then throw a couple nades to distract the enemy. Oh, the Red Elite being there is not good. Do you live this? You do.
Yep. The trick to Legendary sometimes is to go risky, because once you start hesitating, you're likelier to die. That being said, that was an unlucky spawn, but I got lucky with the release behavior. But I decided not to play it safer because I knew I would be more likely to survive. That's also the thing about Legendary. You have to be always aware of your surroundings, and you have to be able to adapt on the fly, which makes this category very fun in every single Halo game, I think.
Yeah. That's honestly the reason why people like Legendary the most, is because it's very rewarding when you get Legendary correct. Like the way that Distro just got through that room, Distro knew what the situation was. He assessed it properly and managed to find a way out, which is the key to Legendary. Is like, if you're in a bad situation, sometimes there's nothing you can do, but Distro found his out and he played to it, and he played to it really well there. So yeah,
Thanks.
we've got a little bit of.
Yeah, a little bit of downtime if there's anything.
Yeah, I do have some announcements I would love to read off.
Go for it.
Okay, so Games Done Quick Express is returning to TwitchCon San Diego from October 17th to the 19th. You can learn more at twitchcon.com and stay tuned for the schedule coming up next month. Also, Frame Fatales, GDQ's all-women and femme speedrunning community, is preparing for its next event, Flame Fatales, running from September 7th to the 14th. The schedule is now live at gamesdonquick.com/schedule/58. Type !FF in the chat for information on how to join the Discord and stay up to date with all things Frame Fatales. And back to y'all.
Sweet. So we've come to the end of that elevator. Distro's going to do a bit of a movement here. So there is a little bit of an intentional skip here. So the way that this encounter is typically supposed to work is we're supposed to run through a door to our left and pick up what's called our first power seed, where we use that to activate some light bridges. However, thanks to the fact we have a grappling hook and with some careful management of our cycles, we can just cross the gap like Distro just did there and skip that whole sequence. This is the first of, I want to say, 4 intentional skips in a row, thanks to the grappling hook. Unfortunately, like, the grappling hook was actually quite a late addition in Halo Infinite's development cycle, so a lot of the level design couldn't be retrofitted to make it work properly. So this is the second intentional skip. By simply just grappling up there, he can skip a button press and some enemies. And he's going to come through here, he's going to grab some ammo and some spike nades, those are going to be very important. Here's the third little intentional skip. Again, you're supposed to press a button, but instead, he is just going to use his grappling hook to cross the gap. Oh, goodness me. I won't ask what happened there, don't worry.
We'll just pretend that never happened.
We'll expunge that from the VOD.
Sounds good.
There we go. So Distro's going to cross this gap using his grappling hook. There we go. Sweet. And he's just going to work his way up. And we've got a bit more grapple sliding here. So now's probably a good time. So any percent used to be the main category for Halo Infinite. But as I said before, it kind of got optimized into the ground. And no one wanted, and within like 3 months of the game coming out, no one wanted to run it. Which is when a category switch happened to all missions, which dictates that we need to see the mission started text for every single level, meaning you have to play them in order. The end goal is the same, to get to the last level and kill the final boss. Also, this is the 4th and final intentional skip here. We're supposed to use a power seed to activate a gravity lift. But again, we have a grappling hook, so we can just grapple our way up. There we go. So now we're going to come up to, we're going to grab a shield upgrade here. This is the one and only shield upgrade we're going to be able to pick up during any percent. This one is thankfully mandatory. It gives us a 15% extra boost to our shields. But sadly, the upgrade points that we get throughout the run aren't sufficient to get us any shield upgrades, which makes any percent legendary very volatile, especially in the late game.
Let's see what I can find out about her.
Yeah. Sorry. Coming up is a clear. The idea, well, the main idea is simple. I want to kill everything, but I will hand over the commentary to Caitlin again so she can explain more in detail what's happening. As soon as this cutscene ends. All right, let's go.
So, the goal of this level is to kill the final boss, Tremonius. To get the final boss, Tremonius, to spawn, we need to put a power seed into the end, and we also need to full clear this room. The thing is, these objectives can be done in either order. So Distro's goal right now is to get to the end of the room, killing as much as he can on the way, put in the power seed, and then finish off the survivors. There's a couple of sniper jackals up here who, if you don't know, Halo's infamous sniper jackals, they're very small with very powerful weapons, and they can very quickly kill you. Thankfully in Halo Infinite, they can 3-shot you, but trust me when I say that isn't, as opposed to Halo 2's where they can 1-shot you. Halo Infinite, they can 3-shot you, but they fire so many back-to-back shots that if they get a line of sight, you're basically dead. So Distro prioritized those first, and here he's going to come and grab his power seed. He's going to toss it back, do a neat little optimization there, because when you're carrying things like seeds and coils, you can't sprint. So you're better off throwing them, getting a slide in, and catching them at the end. He's doing a couple more grapples to get back up top, and then he's going to assess the situation and kill the last few enemies. Oh, that Disruptor Grunt nearly ended your life. You're also going to notice there's a couple big coils here, and if he shoots them with his Mangler, they will start to fizzle and then eventually explode. So Distro's playing us a bit safe. He is camping by the ammo refill over here, because the more ammo you have, the better. And he's going to slowly and carefully just pick off what's left. This room right here is honestly the biggest run killer in any percent legendary, all missions legendary, no matter which legendary category you're playing. This room right here is a run killer. Absolutely, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. Thankfully, Distro was playing this slow and safe enough that he doesn't really need to worry too much. I think he's just got one enemy left, and that's it. So here is the first boss of the run, Tremonius. This is the hardest fight in the game because we only have the best we've got to deal with it are nades and needlers. Thankfully, he got all 4 of the stickies off there. He actually got phenomenal RNG because Tremonius can fly off the moment he spawns in. But thankfully, he managed to get the 4 nades. Oh, Jesus, that was beautiful.
Nice.
That was beautiful. So yeah, very thankfully he managed to get the quick kill off there, which is what we like to see. That is exactly what you want. That boss can go so wrong. And he got a very good RNG there.
That looked very smooth.
Yeah. That's
I'm
honestly
happy
about
with
as you
that.
can get.
Also, a reminder, this is legendary. That boss can literally 1, maybe 2 hit kill you if you're lucky.
Yeah.
It's very scary.
He has a grenade launcher and a shotgun, and both of them are just as dangerous. So here we're on to Outpost Harmonious. We're going to be collecting some very interesting stuff here. First of all, we're going to grab a Spartan Core. We're going to grab 6 of these throughout the run so that we can upgrade our grappling hook to tier 3, which is going to do a few things for us, and we'll explain those as they become relevant. The other important thing we're going to grab is an Easter egg weapon. So on Outpost Harmonious, there is an Easter egg where if you press all of the buttons around the arena, a bunch of artillery cannons will fire upon the landing zone. The way that the developers made this was they retrofitted a Scorpion turret, which is a tank. A Scorpion's a tank. They repurposed the turret asset to fire off the missiles. But the way that they make the Scorpion turret is they make a weapon the player can hold and then retrofit it so that it works for a vehicle. However, this specific Scorpion cannon, they forgot to flag it so the player couldn't pick it up. And it's just sort of lying in the open world. So Distro's going to do a bit more movement here. He's going to pick up his third Spartan Core and a rocket launcher. So he can clear out as many enemies as he can up top with those rockets on his way to grab the tank gun. You can actually see the artillery guns. They're up at the top of the screen there. All 4, the tip of all 4 of those is a tank gun, is what we call the tank gun. Oh, I think you live this. You win this. You win this. So he's going to go up top, and yeah, at the tip here, he's going to pick it up, and now we have a portable infinite ammo tank head that we can use endlessly throughout the entire run.
That's cool.
Yes.
That's awesome.
But the best part is they removed this from the game in one of the patches, and the community outcry was deafening. That they actually ended up putting it back in because people did not like that they removed it. Oh, Distro's got some enemies that are trolling here. There's a jackal who is quota that likes to hide, and thankfully Distro managed to find him quickly and get him. But yeah, the tank gun is one of the best things in this speedrun. Basically, we don't need to worry about weapons anymore. We have a battle rifle. We have a battle rifle for doing precision kills. We have a tank gun for just destroying everything.
All right, so this was also a cutscene skip just now. After activating the button, I just ended the game, went to the menu and progressed again. That skips the whole cutscene and saves a decent chunk of time. I also will do the first upgrades, as I collected the Spartan cores before. I will keep collecting them because I need the ground pound later. And the first upgrade that is relevant here that I'm doing allows me to lower the cooldown for the grapple hook. So basically, if you think the grappler is cool, you will see it's much more now in faster sequence. So I guess that's good news. Also here, there is actually a random spawn. And I should also mention we're in the open world now. This game is half open world, half not. You see these boxes there? That means that is a spawn I don't want. I want another spawn without those boxes where I get a ghost, which is an alien vehicle. And I will use that to set up a trick called lunge warping. And I got the ghost now. I will hand over the commentary again so I can focus on this because this is quite finicky.
So, Distro is going to perform a glitch called a lunge warp to get from here to another location called the Horn of Abolition. A lunge warp is God, how do you explain lunge warping? So lunge warping is a state where if you melee an enemy as you enter a vehicle, something interesting happens. Based on your vehicle's relative position to 0-0, the pitch, the yaw, and the lift, the player gets sent somewhere. Just gets sent to like a set of coordinates. Oh, goodness me, you got lit up there, man. So this gives me more time to explain lunge warping. Thank you, Distro. That was totally planned.
You're welcome.
So yeah, the lineup he's doing here is actually relatively new. So he's lining up his view cone so that the left view cone is lined up with the south line on his radar, and then he's facing the ghost against some rocks. He is also going to grab his 5th upgrade, his 5th Spartan core here, and then he's going to come back. And there's a jackal here. The main reason this works is because we can actually manipulate the jackals using the grappling hook. When we grappling hook a jackal shield, they move backwards slightly. So what he's going to do here is he's going to use this isn't the jackal we would usually use, but he's actually in a really, really good spot for us to abuse him right now. So actually, I don't think he will be because he's trying to get back to his origin. He's not going to put his shield up, I don't think. But actually, oh no, he's in a good position just now. So
that was so close.
Oh no, almost. Oh, did you nudge your ghost there? Did you?
Yeah, the jackals ran away. Unfortunately, that can happen sometimes, but that's fine.
Yeah. So this is one of the reasons why this trick is really, really bad, is because you're kind of relying on the enemy AI to cooperate with you as you do this trick, because we need to melee an enemy as we get in a vehicle for this to work, for this warp to work. So lunge warping has actually been been a part of like the Halo engine since I want to say Halo 4, but it didn't really. The first game where I actually had speedrun relevance was Halo 5, and then here again, like it's relevant once again. Okay, the jackals are cooperating, so he's going to kill the one that he doesn't need, and yeah, he's gonna set himself up here, and yeah, he's using his grappling hook to push the jackal back. And once it's in a good position, he's going to line himself up against the jackal, melee, and enter.
Got it.
So I hit the warp. There we go. So the game, based on the ghost's relative position to 0-0, the pitch, the yaw, and its distance from 0-0, the game just sends you to a set of random coordinates. The ghost, funnily enough, actually gets sent to 0-0, but it's the player's coordinates that matter. So we landed at the Horde of Abolition, which is very, very, very close to the road trigger I was talking about earlier. And that's how we're going to hit it. We are going to lunge warp into the road, which is honestly kind of insane. It just kind of goes to show how broken this open world is and how they basically... do you know what the funniest part is? There's an IGN devs react to this, and when the lunge warp happens, the devs are like, "Oh my god, write that down, write that down, write that down. How does that work? We need to fix that." And like none of them understand it, and it's actually not patched in the current version of the game because I don't think there is a fix for it. It's probably an engine bug. So again, Distro's going to line himself up here. He's going to be using this rock here because he needs the lift that this rock gives. And there's a jackal here. There's also a jackal sniper up there who can end his life if he's not careful. So once again, he's going to be grappling himself. Oh, a ghost jackal. A grunt followed him. So there we go. And there we go.
Oh, that did not get it, unfortunately.
Oh, sad. That's really sad. Unfortunately, he missed there. This warp is really, really rough. Oh, I think you've got the shield bug as well. That's not good. Sadly, we're going to have to put up with this. There's a little bit of a bug with our tool. That if you... So, the way that this... Halo Infinite doesn't actually have an option to revert checkpoints. We added that ourselves, thanks to Double Helix's tools. But if you revert a checkpoint, while your shields are low, the shield beeping noise persists, which is very annoying, but it's not something we can... It sadly isn't something we've been able to find a fix for within our tools.
It honestly just kind of blends with all the chaos in the background, but...
Yeah.
I could see it being bad in some spots.
It's, the thing is, you don't really need sound cues for Halo Infinite. There's really only one level where you need sound cues, but thankfully the shield bug can't occur there. There we go. So we're gonna try and see again. Hopefully this works.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, okay.
This is very precise, but I guess this is marathon lock right now, but that's fine. Again, yeah, about the shield bug and the checkpoint thing, as Caitlin mentioned, there is no revert checkpoint function, which is weird for a Halo game, because every Halo game has that, except for this one. And my personal conspiracy theory is that maybe they noticed the shield bug and they thought it was easier to just remove the revert function.
That could
but
be.
I'm basing that off on nothing.
No, knowing what I know about this game's dev cycle, I would not be surprised. Yeah. So we can also actually, while we're doing this, we can also explain. We're actually running this on an older version of the game. So we refer to this as the pinch patch. But in reality, it's the last update that was given to Season 1 of Halo Infinite. We use this specific version because of a bug called coil pinching, which I don't think we are actually going to see an example of that on Silent Auditorium. Where, for some reason, if you grapple a coil, the coil's physics take priority over everything else on the map. And we can use... Oh, this is looking promising.
I think I got it. If I see the mission trigger now... Okay, I'm going to show quickly what happened. The launch mobile teleported here, which is hits the last trigger. and we came from here. So basically, launch warp allowed me to hit the trigger, and we're skipping how many missions? 9, I think.
Yeah, we are skipping 9 missions of Halo Infinite right now.
I can just restart mission. It loads me up in the road, which is the third last mission.
Yeah,
we hit
because
the trigger.
all we need is for the game to have our current mission set as the road to get into here.
Oh,
So Distro is now going to cross the road. He's going to get in a Warthog here. He's going to trade this out for a Ghost as soon as he can. Because a Ghost is a bit more sturdy and also drives a lot faster. So he's going to do that just now.
I'm
He's going to clear out some
thankful.
enemies here to make it a bit safer.
The shield bug seems to have gone away.
Yeah, it goes away when you restart mission or you save and quit. So we're very lucky at that. But this is the other reason why all missions was found, was because, yeah, like, the 9 missions we skip are actually all the best missions.
Yeah,
And,
it makes sense to have a split there, for especially with how
Yeah.
annoying the skip seems to be.
Oh yeah, like, lunge warping, I'm going to be honest here, lunge warping reduced the active player base from, like, 20 people to, I'm not being funny when I say this, 2 people.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then it was actually thanks to Waifu Runs, who actually
Yeah.
proposed the all missions category,
Yeah.
that it switched.
Shout out to Waifu.
Yeah, shout out to Waifu. Waifu's awesome. But yeah, all missions is by far the most popular category at the moment. There we go. Yep, he's just doing a bit more driving here. He takes a different driving route than you see on easy, because the this level is hard. This has the most enemies on any singular map. They were not messing around here. They did not want you to get to the House of Reckoning. So there we
Nice.
go. Yeah, that was really clean. Only 1 revert, which is really, really good. Because I believe world record has like 2 or 3 reverts on this level.
Yeah, super long ones too. I tried to play it safe, and I regretted it instantly.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, like, on Legendary, like, if you try and play safe, you're sometimes more punished. Like, sometimes it's just better to hold W than it is to just, like, because if you take a second to breathe, that's time that the enemies just have to swarm you, and yeah. But now we're on to the House of Reckoning. This is probably one of the most broken levels in Halo Infinite. The setup for this level is that we're supposed to do 2 wave fights and a boss fight. However, Distro is going to demonstrate one of the last things that is completely broken in this version of the game. So he's going to get up here, and then he's going to upgrade his grappling hook to tier 3, which is going to give him the ground pound. And the ground pound has an interesting side effect that we're going to see. He's going to line himself up, and he's under the map.
Nice.
So the ground pound has a bit of a weird hitbox interaction. So what happens is... Oh, hang on. I'm actually going to let Distro concentrate for a little second here, because this is quite tough.
You can continue, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah. So the way the ground pound works is, like, we need our feet or our shoulder to touch geometry, because for some reason that causes the game to get confused and pull us underneath or into whatever it is we ground pound. So what you're actually seeing Distro do here is some really tight trigger manipulation. So as I mentioned, we're supposed to do 2 wave fights. However, the triggers to end the wave fights are just lying there waiting. So what Distro can do is he can wait for the first trigger. He goes up top, but he has to do a very precise amount of movement to stay in that first room as much as possible. Because if he overlaps the triggers in the wrong way, your run just dies. Like, the level soft locks. Thankfully, he didn't soft lock here. This is my one contribution to the speedrun right here. This back in bounds clip you're about to see is my one contribution, and it inflates my ego every time I see it being used. There we go. He got it second try. So we're going back in bounds here, because sadly there is not a way to skip this boss fight. His name escapes me, so I'm just going to call him Jeremy. So the way we're going to do this is so just going to use a tank shot, throw a shot grenade to stun him, another shot grenade, and then he's going to use his battle rifle to finish him off. And now he's going to do another save and quit. He waits for the objective to write to his save file. He save and quits. And this skips a lot of dialogue and also gives him a little bit of a boost. It puts him in the last part of the level for some reason. So now we've only got one more quote unquote boss fight to go. Sorry, Distro.
So I just want to say poor Jeremy.
Yeah, poor Jeremy. He died as he lived. Nameless. So now we're on to the second to last quote-unquote boss fight. This boss fight is incredibly broken. I don't understand why this works the way it does, but it does. So Distro's going to spawn into the fight. He's going to come to the other end of the room. He's going to line up against the bottom of the door, and he's going to go out of bounds again. So there is a level load trigger and a save trigger at the end of this hallway. So what Distro's going to do is he's going to go down the hallway until he hits the level load. The level deloads, Esherim falls out the map. He hits the save trigger, and he's going to save and quit. And this has an interesting side effect. For whatever reason, because the boss is dead and we've written that to the save file, the game updates the active mission to Silent Auditorium, which is the last level. So we are going to spawn in the House of Reckoning with our active level at Silent Auditorium. So what we can do is we restart mission, and now we're on the last level. This is Silent Auditorium.
Convenient.
And this level is rough. Like, especially on any percent, you have no shield upgrades, you have no movement speed buffs, you just have to go. And oh, this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful, this show.
That was so cool.
Beautiful.
That was so cool.
That is as well as
you
I
like
can go.
it.
So, we're doing a lot of out-of-bounds platforming here. In all missions, this would be just another Tuesday, but in any percent, this is pretty unique. One thing you're gonna notice is that Distro is not taking clear A to B paths. He's kind of going out of his way to take longer paths. This is because of what are called FBX barriers, or what we in the community call freeze walls, where if you touch the boundaries of the map, also thank you, Liam, for reminding me. That clip was found by my friend Alice. I love her. If you touch the boundaries of the map, your player model just gets deloaded and you lose your controls, and it's basically just a death. So yeah, we're doing a bit more grapple sliding through here. These two rooms back to back are the hardest rooms in the run. So Distro's going to come up here. He's going to kill that grunt, because that grunt is what we call oh goodness me. So that grunt is what we call a suicide grunt. It pulls out its nades, it runs towards you, and it blows you up. So we do not want that. We don't want that. That is very difficult. That is very bad for obvious reasons. We don't want to die. So Distro is going to tank shot that guy. He's going to come. Funnily enough, the safest path here is just to go down the middle. Oh, that white elite is going to punish you pretty hard for that. He's going to come around the corner here. There's another save trigger here. So what we can do is we can hit that trigger, save and quit. That will give us an equipment refresh. It gives us all our shields back. And it also gives us a little teleport to the end of the room. It's like 10 feet, but every foot counts. It also deloads all the enemies behind him. Oh, sorry.
If you don't do that, you also don't get any checkpoints until the very end of the level, basically. And also, Caitlin, did you explain the pinch through the door?
Oh, I did not. So my apologies. So the pinch that we just saw a pinch there, actually. Distro grappled the coil and he aimed himself at the door in a certain way and let it go. So the coil fell on top of him, and as I mentioned before, a pinched coil physics takes priority over absolutely everything else in the game. So yeah. Also, I'm seeing a question in the chat about the tank shots. That is from a Easter egg weapon we pick up on Outpost Harmonious called the tank gun. It's a glitched weapon that the devs sort of like left active for us to use. So we're doing a bit more grapple sliding here. We're going to go out of bounds here again. So we're going to line up on the door. And we're going to do a bit more grappling. Distro does an out of bounds here, which is actually sort of, it's been obsoleted, but Distro was used to this, and it doesn't really lose that much time to what the modern strat is. And it's also just infinitely safer because there's less enemies to deal with. He's going to come up to the top of the map. He's actually got a lineup here, which is based on his reload speed. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit. So he's going to use a reload to time when he loads in the map. Because, for some reason, in this game... Oh, he missed. Okay. So for some reason
My angle was off, my timing was good.
Yeah. So when he's pressing tab to open his tac map. For some reason, this triggers what we call a BSP swap, where the game will swap the loaded areas. We don't know why the tac map does this. We assume it's because when you open it, the game's like doesn't know where you are. Oh, he's gonna come up here. This white elite here has to die. Very dangerous enemy. He has a shotgun, can one-shot you. Needs to die. He's gonna grab a coil and go back out of bounds again. There we go. So the run's actually kind of winding down a little bit. We've got one more coil launch to do, and it's honestly the coolest one. It just looks the coolest. So he's gonna line himself up back. Remember I said Halo Infinite's doors are weird? Forerunner doors like that, like you can just clip out in and out of bounds on those, like to your heart's content. They are so weird, and we don't know why. But yeah, he's coming to the end here. So we're supposed to, for some reason, what we're supposed to do is we are supposed to press this button and watch a cutscene, but that is slow. So Distro's going to set a coil up against the button. He's just trying to set that up and launch off of that. This launch is just so just chef's kiss.
You can also get the much faster one. That was a medium speed, but it's really, I think it's quite some eye candy. If you watch Halo Infinite speedruns for the first time, and you like this, you should also check out the all missions run, because there's also other stuff going on there that's really crazy, and I would definitely recommend giving that a watch. Especially Caitlin has the Legendary World Record right now. If you like Legendary and you like the speedrun, you should definitely give that a watch. Also, I should mention I clipped out of bounds there again, and I hit a trigger by basically bumping my head into this floor. Well, it was a ceiling because I was below it. It depends how you look at it. And this allows me to end the game again and relaunch it, and then it puts me into the last boss fight, basically, and I'll hand over the commentary again while I focus here.
Okay, so this boss fight, there's a lot going on. There's going to be 3 waves of enemies, and then 3 damage phases. So Distro is aligning himself on in the map in a certain way that he gets the spawns where he wants them. So we do these 3 doors first, and then once Distro's going to check, make sure everything's dead. Oh, he missed his shot. There we go. Second time's the charm. That's what we like to see. So, and then he's going to, for wave 2, he's going to rotate himself to the left of the button once more, because these next 3 doors are what we want. So he's going to line himself up, because I think he's got a nade lineup he's going to do here. He does, I was correct. So he's going to throw a shock nade to stun the enemies in here, because this second door has a sniper jackal, and we've already described why those are dangerous. They can kill you instantly, and we don't have any of the shield upgrades we would on all missions, so Distro is extra squishy right now. So that's everything dead again for wave 2. So this is the second damage phase for Harbinger. And once again, he's going to rotate left and set himself up for the last wave. So I didn't mention, the tank shots actually come out of the Master Chief's feet for some reason. So that's why he was jumping whenever he shot. But he can kind of position himself off this lip here so that he can fire the tank shots at the last 2 doors. So again, these are the big coils like we saw on Foundation. He's going to use those to sweep up some enemies. So he's going to fire one shot left, 1 shot right, and a couple shots behind him, because there's a Brute Chieftain who is he's got too much health. For some reason, he can withstand 50 pounds of a tungsten shot. Oh, that was a really clean wave 3. This is the last damage phase, and time is when the screen goes
time's
white.
coming up. Time.
Nice.
So that was Halo Infinite, any person legendary. I hope you guys enjoyed. That was
awesome. That was really cool.
Can I ask what the end time is? Because I have no clue.
Hold on. 36:48.
Nice.
That's nice. Yeah, that was really well done, Distro. GG's.
Thanks. Also, thanks for the commentary, Caitlin. You were super helpful, and I appreciate it a lot.
Of course.
Yeah,
thank you for having me.
Great run, great commentary, I have to say. I think we have a little bit of extra time because, Distro, you killed that run. I think we have some extra content lined up, though. Do you two want to go into that real quick or give an explanation about what we had planned?
Yeah, so what you saw now is the modern any percent route, and that works with launch warps. But I'll take you back to the year 2021, December specifically. I will replicate the old any percent route, which uses a completely different idea. You still hit the road trigger early, but in a completely different way. And we'll get more into that during the thing. As I'm injecting the save, I have to close the game quickly for that and restart it. But I'll be doing it on easy because I just want to showcase the route. Hold up. Should have worked if I launch the mission now. Do we want to time the other route from? But basically, I will start from the mission after Outpost Tremonius, because the route at the beginning is the exact same, but after that, in the midsection, there's a lot of difference. And I also want to show off the ending from House of Reckoning because that's also very similar again. And I hope this worked.
It should do. It should do.
But yeah, I will explain what we do as we go. I just want to see if the injection worked. Safe injection worked.
It should have worked.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, there we
Okay.
go. Sweet.
So
this
we can
is-
start the new timer.
Yeah, we got it.
Well, actually, we technically don't need one. We'll do it anyway. It doesn't matter. So at go 3, 2, 1, go. And I'll hand over the commentary to Caitlin right away.
So this is going to differ. This is going to immediately differ from the route that Distro just showed. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to capture this fob here. This fob, we need to do this because it's going to activate it's one of 2 conditions that need to be met to finish this level. This level is actually the first open world mission where we need to capture the fob and take the tower. So we've just captured the fob there. That's a cutscene skip, by the way. For that cutscene to be registered as done, we need to exit it. And the quickest way to exit it is to die during it. So we use a plasma coil to achieve that. And now Distro is going to do something the devs really didn't intend for us to have. We need a vehicle to move around. It's going to make moving around a lot easier. So Distro is going to grab a mongoose. So he's going to call in a mongoose.
Mongoose drop off, approaching your LZ, Chief.
He's going to move himself around. And instead of getting the mongoose, he's going to enter the pelican and save and quit. This has a very interesting side effect. For whatever reason, when we enter the pelican and save and quit, the AI routine that has so the pelican's on an AI routine that flies it to the point where we call it and then leaves again. But if we enter the pelican and save and quit, it deletes that AI routine and gives control to the player, meaning that we can enter it and use it like any other vehicle. It's very clearly a glitch. We are not supposed to be using this. But yeah, we can fly the pelican.
That's awesome.
This is actually this is partially a side effect because this pelican model and all of its scripting is taken wholesale from Halo 4, where you can actually fly a pelican. The only things that are missing are the weapons, the missiles and the gun. So there's no weapons on it, sadly, but that's fine. We don't need it for its weapons. We need it for its movement capabilities. So now we're going to fly to the tower, where Distro is going to take that over.
I guess tower was a more than a
So you also see me strafing like that. That's faster
that place.
than
Yes,
just going
so
forward.
Signals coming.
Distro is holding WA or WD on his keyboard because that moves faster. Funnily enough, there's a faster movement method that requires you to use a controller. We call it pelican drifting because if you hold a certain angle on your control stick and steer with the mouse, you just gain a ton of speed. But that actually wasn't known about in the old 90% route. Distro hasn't actually used a controller. I'm going to assume it's because it wasn't in the old route. We're trying to maintain accuracy as opposed to him not having a controller and not knowing how to do the trick.
Exactly.
Correct.
He's also doing
But
an
they're
older
just
route for
replicating-
tower.
I'm replicating the exact old route. And also the reason why I parked the pelican there is to basically... I have to wait for dialogue anyway, and this way I kind of skip it and I prepare the pelican for later. Because this room I just entered, the doors are closed until the upcoming boss is basically done talking, and
Yeah, I
This
can't remember
was
his
just
name.
convenient.
Let's just call him Charlie.
So
Charlie is good.
how
Yeah.
long into the history of the game did the newer route overtake this one?
Which is
It was a matter of months, if not
Okay.
weeks.
diminished sounding.
Because, as I said before, lunge warping was known about as early as Halo 4. However, it didn't see use until Halo 5, and then in this game, it just completely took over. So
So the
yeah,
route you're watching right now is from December 2021. I think launch
Gotcha.
warping was found pretty much immediately after.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wait,
As
I mean, launch
say,
warping was
it's
already known from Halo 5, but baking it in the route happened a bit later.
Yeah. Because the lunge warping is so precise that it took us ages to figure out the math behind it. There is a whole calculus formula for how the lunge warping works and where it sends you. We actually have a visualizer made by Burn, an absolute giga chad who makes all of our tools for the Halo Runs community, where you can actually visualize where a warp will send you. It's not one-to-one with in-game coordinates, sadly, but it's close enough. We could kind of use it to get an idea of warps that can work. So Distro actually did an old route into the tower. The modern all missions route is actually to use the ground pound clipping to just clip into this cutscene right here. So he's actually going to upgrade he's going to do some upgrades here. His last core is actually going to be in the tower, I believe. I think, are you going to grab the one in the tower or are you going to grab the one at excavation?
Yes. I'm gonna grab both actually.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, he's gonna make his way up the tower. Again, like you will not see this pathing on modern all missions like runs, because again, we just clip into the final boss, into Charlie's room and kill him. I'm gonna come around
Even
here,
the modern any percent route with the current knowledge doesn't do this anymore like this.
yeah. So we're gonna come
There are
up
just
top.
faster ways to do this now.
No, Spartan Griffin. He's still alive.
Yeah, because like the outbounds we do in all missions, like it puts us right next to that door. So now he's just gonna kill Charlie here. I know it says his name on the screen, but his name is now Charlie. He has no choice in the matter. And yeah, we're gonna press the button, and that is the tower. So now we're gonna make our way to excavation site. Now you'll remember I mentioned an invincibility bug a while back.
Yeah.
The banished won't go
So
anywhere near it.
we use the excavation site to get that invincibility.
Yes, they will.
So this invincibility was actually this was like, I think it was a random player tipped off Hark the Shark, who is a massive glitch hunter in Halo runs, to this glitch. And this invincibility glitch just opened up everything for us. Like we could just cross any elastic barrier we wanted. Because the open world is like broken up into like islands and sections. And to protect those islands, there's like elastic barriers that if the player touches them, the game just drags you to the bottom of the map and kills you. But if you have this invincibility bug we're about to show off, that doesn't happen.
Banished outpost
So
up ahead
what we're gonna do is we're gonna fly over here.
side.
We're just flying over the entire open world. We're not meant to have a flying vehicle at this point. You're sort of like, the game intends for you to like slowly work your way up to this point, capture it, doing all the open world stuff on the way, but we just fly over it.
Exciting, isn't it? That banished
So
facility up
Distro's
ahead.
gonna grab another Spartan core here,
That must be the dig site the Spartan was talking about.
and then we're gonna make our way down. So the way this level works is there is the trigger to spawn in there's a mining laser here. There's a trigger down the bottom that Distro is gonna hit to spawn that laser.
Kinda quiet.
Oh, he's also gonna grab, so this is also pretty cool. This is the rushdown hammer. This is one of 2 unique melee weapons in the game that gives you a movement buff. This hammer in particular just lowers your overall gravity by about 10%, gives you about 10% extra movement speed. There is another one called the I use this every single day. How do I forget the name? I don't remember the name of the sword, but it gives you like 20% extra movement speed, a jump buff as well. So he hit the trigger for the laser, he's save and quit, and the game is going to spawn him next to the laser. For some reason, if he touches it, the game just... This is how he goes invincible. He touches the trigger, the game then just makes him invisible for some reason. So he's going to come up, he's going to touch the laser.
Yeah.
There we go, and now he's completely invulnerable. So he's going to take his pelican, which he parked.
I'm just gonna show it off maybe, that the enemies attack me. Yeah, I don't take any damage at all.
Nice.
There you go.
Cool.
That's proof.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, thank you, Liam. It's the Duelist Energy Sword. Liam Trader in the chat, another phenomenal Halo Infinite runner.
But as was
So-
explained just before, we're going to hit the road trigger early again, so we're skipping a bunch of missions again. And there are a bunch of death barriers here, but because we're invincible, and we can just fly through them now without dying. Otherwise, you die after a few seconds. Also, yeah, Pelican, you're not supposed to have it, so we can, with these glitches, we can just get to the trigger back there. That's the road. That's where we're going.
That's also the Horn of Abolition behind us, by the way. That's where we did the second lunge warp.
That is correct too. Yeah, it's you can see how different the routes are, but how I think technically impressive both of them are.
Yeah.
Also, shout outs to the whole Halo Runs community and the tricking communities, because these, like most of the glitches I'm showing off, were found really, really early after release. It's actually kind of crazy. For instance, how fast invincibility was found. It's mind blowing. So
Yeah.
shout out to everyone who contributed to making the Halo Infinite run what it is nowadays, and there have been a lot of people who have worked on that.
Yep. So here we've hit the road trigger, but we actually don't need to reset the level, because we can just fly the Pelican to the end. We can just fly the Pelican to the end of the level now. So we don't even need to deal with any of the driving. We don't need to deal with any of the enemies. Also, another thing to note on road, but this is sort of easy exclusive, there is another lunge warp you can actually do into the House of Reckoning from the road, but it's insanely precise, and it's really only ever used in easy runs.
That's actually the main reason why people don't want to run any person, because it's just so incredibly difficult, but you kind of need it if you want to go for a competitive time. It being super precise is not an understatement. Trust me, it's very difficult.
Yeah, it's it's annoyingly precise. Like it doesn't even make that much sense. Like how precise it is. The trick doesn't make sense. Even the devs.
Oh yeah,
were
time is
confused
coming
by
up.
it.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but time coming up now. Yeah, that was from now. Everything is similar except I have a faster. Like I have the hammer, I can move faster. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Please feel free to continue.
I was basically done. We're good.
Okay. So that was the other route. Do we still have time to show two quick things?
We do. We have time. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's
Sweet.
go for that. I'm just going to inject the save again, so not going to take too long. So I'm going to show off two tricks, basically. One of them you've already seen, but I'm going to do it on open map now, which is a coil launch. And I think I'm going to go to the outpost again, because you can fly super far there. I have to restart the game, so it's going to be fast. Should take another 15 seconds, I believe. But yeah, just to show how cool these tricks can be in an open world map. You saw the warship launch where I basically get redirected by the wall and it's horizontal. You've seen the vertical one at the very end of the run, just before the boss fight, where you skip the elevator. And I'm going to do it on the open map, and that way you can really see the power of that trick. I'll just do a little bit of clearing the enemies here, but not too much, so that they don't bother me while I'm trying this.
Look from there. We're close to the fob we
Let me see which call I even
You take out those
take. I think I'm going to take...
Get me to that terminal.
wait a second. Isn't there one in the back that is vertical already?
I think so.
I already... it's here, okay. So, let me just quickly show that. I think I should go for a checkpoint just in case.
Yeah, you'll get a checkpoint when the last enemy's dead here.
You made short
Good.
work of that,
Okay,
huh?
There we
so
go.
Now to business.
let's do a
lock
coil
down
launch on an
fob.
open map. There we go. You can see how powerful this trick
Yeah,
is. This is the
yeah.
open
Yeah.
map. Look at that.
Okay,
So,
UNSC
Wow.
wait, can I show it off? This is where we do the first launch warp.
You choose.
Back... Wait, where is it? Somewhere back there is the Horn of
Yeah,
Abolition, where we do the other launch warp, and then we go to the rope, which is all the way back there. So you can see how cool that is. And
is
I'm going to
powerful.
quickly inject another save.
Oh, this next trick is my absolute favorite.
It reminds
So
me.
something interesting to. Oh, sorry.
I would say this just reminds me of zipping in Elden Ring, like just how broken you can do these movement mechanics in like open world games. Like you can break them so easily.
Gosh, yeah. So something to note is that coil launching and other things can get you what we call terminal velocity, which is a bit of a misnomer. The terminal velocity in this game refers to the speed at which you will eventually sort of reach a speed where the game stops applying physics to you, and you just have zero air friction, and you will just go horizontal. You kind of saw it on the warship launch where he just didn't lose any height. That's because the engine basically just gave up on the game basically just gave up on trying to pull him down because he was just going far too fast.
For some reason, that save didn't work as intended.
Yeah, I saw
Hold
that. It took you to the Horn of Abolition for some reason.
Wait, did I have the option to restart mission there?
You did, I think.
I just injected legendary save. I'm not gonna go back again, so I'm just gonna clear more enemies at the beginning to show off the trick. That's
If you
fine.
have the tool open, just give yourself invincibility.
Right, I can do that too. Yeah, literally cheating coming up. That's okay. Now I have the road. There we go.
I'm gonna show off this cool trick. It's called cheating.
Just to clarify, this also works without invincibility, but this is on legendary on the road. There's a bunch of enemies, and I don't want to kill all of them. So I just suspend the AI. Actually, I can do that.
Yeah, that's even better. So this trick is my absolute favorite. This is called a chopper launch. The chopper has secondary vehicle function. So every vehicle in this game has a secondary vehicle function. The choppers basically gives it a ton of extra acceleration. But if we hit it with a shock nade while we're accelerating, it doesn't stop applying acceleration. And yeah, it's kind of insane, the kind of launches we can get with that. So Disher's going to set himself up, and he's going to give himself a checkpoint here. He's going to throw his shock nade, get in, accelerate, and
That's a
yeah.
weak one. I'll do another
Oh
one.
yeah. I need to show you the lineup I use. When I teach you
yeah.
all missions, I will.
Sounds good.
There we go.
Ah,
But you can kind
we
of
can
see,
do this.
like,
I'm gonna reposition, I think.
yeah. I'm gonna critique your angle here. That looks
Good enough?
good. Yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
Okay, let me save and let's go again. Whoop. Oh, I was too slow.
Yeah, this trick is actually used in the all mission speedrun because we actually have a way to redirect our terminal velocity using the thruster ability, which you don't pick up in any percent. You just completely skip over that.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can kind of see he's just not losing any, like the acceleration is just constantly being applied. This trick is no less volatile on all missions.
Oh,
This isn't the angle I wanted, but
You can kind of see
I'll
what's
try it
happening.
one more time. 2 more times maybe. I hope I can get it now. The way I want. Oh, I keep getting redirected in directions I don't want.
Try flicking like hard right.
much better.
Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what we want to see. And if he exits, he is now at terminal velocity.
Oh, wow.
So
But he doesn't
normally you
even-
have thruster pack in all missions. I don't have it here because it's 90% safe. But the goal is you can redirect that launch to go
Yeah.
towards the House of Reckoning.
Yeah, it's such a cool trick. It's like when new viewers see it, it's like the one thing that blows their
That's
mind.
a good one.
Oh, that one is actually really, really good. Oh, if you thrustered to the left a little, if you used the thruster left a little bit, you would have gone a bit further.
I'll do one more and then
Okay.
I'll just stay in the vehicle. But yeah, this is just a really cool trick, I think. You can get crazy launches with that. Unfortunately, my lineup wasn't that good, but this is my last attempt, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, oh, that looks actually really
Oh,
good.
this looks good. This looks good. I'm into this one. Oh, you're a bit too far right. You're gonna hit the elastic barrier, and you didn't.
That's
you
fine.
didn't get terminal either. That still
That,
works.
I
Yeah,
can definitely
I think,
see what you can do with that, for sure. I can extrapolate.
All right, that's it for the showcase.
Very
That was shopper
cool.
launching.
Very cool. This game's got some
And-
busted stuff in it.
It does.
You should watch the all missions run. It gets even crazier.
I
for some
kind of
parts.
want to, but I'll be honest, I haven't played this game. Like I've played so many Halo games. It's one of my favorite series. I've never played Infinite though. Maybe I should play Infinite and then watch the all missions run.
Don't worry, it's impossible
good.
to spoil the story. It's pretty Resident Sleeper.
Yeah, but it still like
pretty-
spoils the gameplay, so I don't know.
True, actually, true.
Yeah. Okay, so that's it, at least for my part. Thank you very much again to GDQ for allowing us to showcase the run, and shout out to the Halo Runs community. This was pretty fun. I enjoyed every second. Thank you very much to Caitlin and for the excellent commentary. I'll hand over the last words to Caitlin. Thank you very much, everyone.
Oh, well, thank you for having me on, Distro. I had a lot of fun coming on here. Yeah, this game is really, really good. You should join the Halo Runs Discord, and maybe you should learn Halo Infinite. There's a good chance that if you ask a question in the Halo Infinite chat, I'll be there to lead you where you need to go.
Amazing. Thank y'all so much. That was like really, really cool. And that blew me away, honestly. There's so many cool stuff in it, so much cool stuff in this game. Like it's weird to see an open world Halo game, which I guess is the whole idea of Halo Infinite. So I don't know how good the game is myself. I haven't played it, but I can definitely see the applications for busted stuff in the speedrun. So that was really cool to watch. But that is going to be all for this week's episode of Game Over. Thank you so much to Cheese J for the Super Mario Odyssey run that we had at the beginning of the stream. That was really cool. Thank you so much to Distro and Caitlin for showing off the Halo Infinite run. That was awesome. But that's going to be all for Game Over tonight. However, we have another show coming up after Game Over. We're going to go to a little bit of a break and then transition into the next show, which is going to be Think Fast, coming up right after the break. But as for Game Over,